Welcome back to WTS Live. Introducing the RESTHINGS Brick Tee, made from 100% premium cotton, soft, durable, and ready for anything. Take a look at that artwork. Bold, powerful, and large, printed on both the front and the back. It's not just a tee, it's a statement. And let's talk details. RESTHINGS woven label at the interior neck for that clean finish. Limited run, and they're moving fast. Don't wait. You know what they say. The price of the brick is going up.
I'm Sam Blacks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.
Warning. The following views shared on this podcast are the unfiltered expressions of our vibrant personalities. We are here to dissect the pulse-pounding world of pro wrestling, from the epic battles inside the ring to the captivating storylines that keep us hooked. Our discussions may venture into unexpected territories, from questioning the creative direction or analysing the artistry behind the suplexes and submissions. Please understand that we aim to entertain, educate, and engage. But please also remember that we are just merely fans and observers, and we are actual wrestlers, not journalists or industry insiders. As we always say, by the mandem, for the mandem. Enjoy.
How are you, bro? You okay?
I'm good. Dude, this is sick.
Yeah?
I'm hyped.
Yeah, well, we're going to get more hype.
Yeah. Goddamn
We're going to get more hype, bro.
Yeah.
This week I started watching this series, bro, and it's quite interesting. Obviously, some of the scenes are very explicit, so I kind of skip it. It's called Industry.
Oh,
Telling you about it.
I've
been since last 2 years, I've been trying to not watch anything horror or anything very sexual before going bed, or even as my nighttime viewing, innit? But this series here got me from episode 1. It's so sick seeing how the industry works.
Is it reality or?
No, it's drama.
Oh, it's a drama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drama series,
What industry is it?
Stocks and
What's this what you're telling me about?
Car.
Oh,
It's
okay.
good piece of TV, and it was HBO picked up as well. So
Everything HBO makes is usually
Good,
the
yeah.
stamp you need for it to be real
yeah, that's
good.
the
You
yeah.
get HBO on, I'll watch it. I'll watch it 3 times.
We're getting HBO next month or this year.
in the UK.
Yeah, HBO Max. Yeah.
Okay. Actually,
So it's part of the whole. So Sun, Sky are offering a package where it's like Disney, HBO Max, Netflix, Sky TV for £24 a month.
Sky's fighting
But
for
knowing
the
Sky,
Knowing Sky, yeah. We'll collab with anybody.
Exactly. Knowing Sky, £24 a month, and they're gonna add the line rental fee. Then they're gonna add this fee. Then they're gonna add
Yeah.
By the time you know, it's £68 a month, bro.
Yeah.
But so I've been watching that. It's pretty good, man. You guys watching any series?
Watching a new season of Alex Cross.
What's that? Cross the Black Widow. Is it good?
I'm only on episode 1 for
Okay.
season 2, but I fell asleep, so I need to get back to you, let you know
Yeah.
how good it was. But other than that, I've just been watching a lot of crime documentaries.
Yeah.
Crime documentaries. What's more? Video essays. A lot of I was watching one about IWGP World Heavyweight Champions the other day.
You done it? Wrestling Colin?
Nah, some next random guy. I try now. I'm rather than stick to the popular ones, I'm trying to
Find new people.
just to kind of get an insight on what they think. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes when you keep yourself in the echo chamber of the same few people, you just get stuck on wanting to listen to them. But if you now listen to other people, I'm finding someone, I'm like, oh, I definitely don't agree with what you're saying. But
You need to hear that though, right?
I need to hear it because it's just it's a different
you
perspective.
get lost in your bubble. You know what I mean? You have to have them challenging opinions. Am I coming in loud and clear? Here we go. I'll point. I'll speak louder.
That's still recorded.
I've only been here 2 minutes and I'm getting sound checked. Holy smokes.
There was a time we had a podcast episode and we were recording, I think it was 40 minutes in, and we realised that wasn't recorded.
No sound, yeah.
But luckily these have sound, so these picked
So
up
you
the sound.
covered it.
But the problem is that my AI podcast editor doesn't understand what's going on with
AI, right?
Yeah.
Letting us down already. Oh,
I'm sorry, man.
I watched Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise have a very realistic fight the other day, but it can't sort your audio out. That's unbelievable. Jesus, man. Get this guy. You're not subscribing.
It just makes life easier for me, man. I'm just moving the times, man. But yeah.
Are we AI up or down, by the way? Because I'm sitting in the middle.
It varies on how we're using it. For me, I think it's for film. Not for this kind of stuff. Film guys, please. My film company, don't get angry. But in terms of stuff like multicam editing, perfect, bro. Because back in the day, I used to watch multicam, but I used to press the button and it gets boring after a while. I want things to be done quickly. I want to be doing my podcast being edited whilst I'm in the kitchen making food. By the time I come back, it's already done.
That's the scary bit, though, right? Because like, where's the point where we're not needed for anything? They'll just put 4 robots in there and they'll have a chat instead. Like, you know what I mean? You could probably say, ChatGPT, just hey, we don't want to go. There's a guy from Sheffield that's going to come up. Just give me a 2-hour podcast, make it funny, and and they'll just do this. I do sometimes think like I wouldn't want to not use it, but if I could flick a switch for everybody in the world to not have AI, I probably would. I'd probably get rid, because I think the pros and cons are good.
Yeah, the pros and cons, definitely.
But you watch Terminator 2, and then I don't know. It's a real down, thumbs down
that's,
for me.
What's his name? Liquid Man, isn't it?
He's not. What's
his name again?
It's T2, but he's the.
Yes.
Oh goodness me! Put me on the spot.
He's my favorite.
He's Terminator, but the T2 is the liquid guy.
Yeah.
And John and Arnold is the T1, I think.
Yeah.
But the film's called Terminator T2, so it gets a little bit confusing. But everybody just knows about Liquid Man.
That's
my favorite
confusing film ever.
Really?
Which one?
Yeah, all of them.
What's confusing?
Because Terminator gets sent back from the future to the past, then gets sent back again, and then gets sent back again.
Time travel.
Yeah.
So he keeps on getting sent back, goes back, gets sent back, goes back.
It sounds like you're watching.
Goes back, gets sent back.
Are you watching it in order? Or are you watching it backwards?
I'll be honest, I don't know what order to watch.
Have you seen? I'm starting to worry if you haven't seen Terminator.
I've seen Terminator.
But wait,
I don't know which Terminator I've seen.
Of course, Terminator 2, he's there to Terminator Judgment Day. He's there to protect John Connor because he lost his mom.
How many times has he protected John Connor? I've watched the one where the mum's still there.
So let me just come to this point. If you're watching anything past T2, you've wasted your time. There's only really 2 Terminators, which is 1 and 2. The rest of them can get in the bin. Which one?
Judgment Day. Terminator Judgment Day, number 3.
No, that's the one with
what's his name? Terminator and the
no,
woman.
are you sure Judgment Day's 2?
Yeah, there's Terminator 1, where he's the bad guy. Terminator 2, where he's fighting Liquid Man.
In that Judgment, now you've got Judgment Day's 3 with the lady.
Yeah, the lady. Yeah.
They're like typical 2000
woman.
Yeah, she just looks like 2002. If 2002 was that's what she looks like. Yeah.
I think that's the best 3. The rest of it is like
it all goes up. It all goes downhill swiftly.
I feel like Fast and Furious,
Yeah. And Home Alone. Home Alone and Terminator movies. Watch the first 2, and then they all just get real binny after that.
Because number 3, the Russian spies came in it. And it starts.
See, I'm on his side now. I'm confused.
I watched it. It's Christmas funny enough. It was like a Russian spies came and they tried to get some sort of like chip that's in a car toy and.
You must be thinking of Back to the Future.
Are you sure that's not Toy Soldiers?
No. Toy Soldiers has that same concept.
I'll do 3 hours about Back to the Future. Let's go. All time. Back to the Future 2 blows my mind. Let's go.
If you could go to the future right now, what would you like? What would you want to see?
I would go to the past before I went to the future.
What time period do you go to in the past?
So, I know it sounds like the movie, but my mum and dad, I don't know if probably never. And you might have seen a couple of promos, but my mum and dad have got a 1950s diner in their house. So like the 50s, and they've got like 9 jukeboxes and cars coming out the wall.
Very colourful.
Which is kind of like when people come to my parents' house, the PPW-ness kind of, they go, okay, I get a bit now why you built that, because really my mum and dad were lunatics, and they built like there's a Cadillac coming out of the kitchen in my house.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah, it's like a table, isn't it?
And the headlights work. Yeah, archery table. So like they're very theatrical. So I would go back to the 50s because I've always been ingrained in like 50s culture, and like everything in the kitchen is from all the cabinets, all the milkshake machine, everything.
Even the floor, like checkered flooring.
Checkered flooring, but like not
asbestos
stuff. All the actual stuff. It's not like repro. It's the stuff from the 50s. So the milkshake machines came from a 1950s diner and stuff like that. So even the cooker is all from a 1950s kitchen. So I'd probably have to go out there because I'm just ingrained in like, which is probably why Back to the Future, when you go back to the 50s, is very ingrained in my childhood. Jukeboxes. So yeah, where are you guys going?
I'm going back to 2006, one of my favorite years ever. 2006.
Good World Cup.
One of the best World Cups ever, bro. One of the best World Cups ever.
That's the Zidane. That's the old Zidane. Retire in 5 minutes. Well, not before this, I won't.
What else happened? 2006, good music came out. I think I just started year 7. So I was entering a whole new period of my life.
No, you started year 8.
Yeah, so I just into a whole new.
I was in year 7 and you just started year 9.
No, I was year 8.
What, 2006?
2000.
What year did you start secondary school? 2004.
I started 2004. I was year 9.
Uncle.
So I was just like my SATs. GCSE, sorry.
No, GCSE is the last one. Sats in the middle.
You
One.
would've been
That's my
Sats,
stats,
yeah.
yes, that's my stats. Yeah, it was a good year, man. I enjoyed it, man. We had a good. There was like a Chinese shop in the library next to my school, and they sold these hot wings. But it was like chili, but it was like jelly chili. It was so mad.
I bet you could,
Wait.
feels like you taste it now,
I
right?
tasted some water. What is water, fam?
Wait, there was a Chinese shop in your school library.
No, there's a library. So there's a library.
Check this man's
So
school.
if you go to Beckton, there's a library called Beckton Globe, and in that library they had bare stuff happening. So they had like obviously the usual library stuff, but there was like a little canteen sort of thing.
Okay.
And the canteen was run by a Chinese lady that used to sell
Chinese food.
And the
No
food
wonder
was-
Jamie Oliver stopped school.
But we used to go there.
It's your school that caused it because
It was worth it, bro. What did you go say?
You're going back. What's interesting about your answer is I'm going back to a period I'd never lived through, but you're going back like nostalgic. Like you're going back to like a year that meant a lot to you, right? Which is interesting. Like I immediately think I'd go back to somewhere where I wasn't alive in that
I'll be
time
scared
period.
because I'm like, what am I gonna? I just feel like if I went back to my dad's times or my mom's times, I don't want to see something that's gonna scare me. And I'm like, oh shit! You know, I remember 2006. I'll be like, oh, okay, I've lived this. I've seen this before, so I know how to navigate this.
safe.
I feel safe. I know how to navigate this.
Safe.
It's like one of those ones. Like if I went back to like for example, I went back to like Ghana when my dad was like a school teacher or something, and I saw how it was in school, and I'm like, nah, shit, get me back, get me out. And I have to spend a whole day there.
You have to make sure you had the button that you could get me back. Get me out of here. Get me back now. No, you think you spent the whole day. I don't care. Tell me back. Yeah.
I think I'd go back to 2002.
Oh, great.
I think 2002 is a
Great year.
brilliant year.
World Cup.
I don't
World
know
Cup,
where
World
it's
Cup.
about.
Smackdown Shut Your Mouth came out that year.
Yeah.
Boy bands and girl bands.
Yeah.
Britney Spears and that.
I don't know. 2002 is like
Great
one of my favorite years.
WrestleMania 18.
Yes.
2002 is like one of my favorite years ever.
Yeah.
Generally.
I got 2 years I'll go back to. I'll go back to 2005. Back then, that's when everyone was playing outside.
Oh,
you
good
had
summer. Yeah, good summer
good
times.
summer
Yeah.
times, not like it's raining every day like we're getting now.
Every day.
Everyone's like literally like the area was a community back then. Like everyone had that unity. So it's not like that no more. But I would go back to that time. And then the second year I'll go back to is like the 1980s, like 1980 on the dot. Because I'm trying to see when
music.
hip hop started
Hip-hop,
out in the
hip-hop.
park.
Wait, was that 90s?
It was, 80s.
It's 90, late 90s, 70s, 90s. Yeah, when
You would
do
have
you know
started
it's-
taking crack.
That was way before. That,
No,
that's-
you
You would have started taking crack.
Go back
to the
No, wait.
A good 80s crack.
Where would you go? Where would you go in the for 90s? What area would you go to?
Yeah, what are you imagining? Where are you?
I'm thinking of America, the Bronx.
Where in America?
Yeah, I was
The
thinking
Bronx?
you in New
Yeah,
York.
the Bronx.
right?
You're
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
crack.
Yeah. My friend, you are in crack. It's good crack, but you're on it. That's for sure.
I would have been thinking there wasn't no crack.
No, you see me like,
There
oh
wasn't no
shit.
crack in New York in 1980s. There
Bro, the
wasn't
crack
there.
epidemic started around that time. There was crack.
It weren't in. It weren't in.
Like, I'll go back to the 90s, but I know I'm going to do some drugs there. I can't lie. I know I'm going to do something.
I'm scared I don't want to see.
You know what?
No, I'm scared.
To be
I don't-
fair,
I'm
you're
s-
going Miami.
No, I'll go to Miami.
1980s Miami.
Nah,
When the drugs were premium.
I don't think I'll go to Miami.
Where the coke was pure.
I'm not going Miami.
No, I'm not
Fuck
going to
that.
Miami.
Well, why?
I just.
Where is good?
I don't want to go. I want to go to Dubai. I want to see what Dubai looked like in the 90s.
Bro, it's the desert.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was
Nothing
nothing.
there.
You've been
Why
bored.
do you want to go there?
This is a waste of the day. Yeah. Going back to Ghana, better than this. Yeah. Nothing going on.
Oh, fuck.
No, do you know what? Really and truly, I'd love to go back to a time to see like when my parents were like kids, so I can see how much of a ruffian they were. I want to see how bad they were.
You're trying to give a high five, bro.
No. What I was going to say, I'll tell you how as well. I was going to say, that's the Back to the Future story, because he was like, if I went back to hang out with my dad, would we have got on or would I have hated my dad? And that's where the story came from, because he wanted to know what his parents were like at school. So I can see that for sure.
Yeah. You know what? There was like a running joke online that there was a certain cassette that dads used to have, like a stereo. It had like 4 different sections in
All
it.
the layers.
Yeah, it had all the layers, and someone wrote a tweet that, Ralph, your dad never had this back in the day. He was a nobody. And my dad still got this same old cassette from 30 years ago.
Let's keep that.
Literally. No, it's in Nigeria now, but I don't know if it's still working, but he's still got
keep
it.
that.
Still got it.
Yeah, 30 years
I got
old,
man from
older
Little
than
Woods.
us.
Remember Little Woods?
Yeah.
Little Woods magazine.
Yeah.
Man from Little Woods.
They need to bring the Argos magazines back.
It's still there. but it's much more slimmer.
Yeah.
And there's not really
It's
much
not
in
the
there.
same.
Yeah, get that in the
I'm sure it's got a
That's
QR code to scan
a
for
waste of time.
PDF.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do that as well.
Waste of time.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
They don't know about circling what you want on the Argos
Yeah,
catalog.
man.
No, I got my kids to do that. I got my kids to do that on Christmas with the Smithies book because Smithies is quite thicker. So we said them, what do you want for
Yeah,
Christmas?
yeah.
Give it to them in November. I was like, what do you want for
Toys R
Christmas?
Us?
That's what they want.
It's barely there, bro.
It was that thickness that you need the thickness.
You need the thickness, yeah. Like
Yeah, that layered size. Yeah.
size, fam. Hey, we got Nathan Black in now.
Make some
Oh,
Here
man,
we
Nathan,
go.
I think this one here is an episode that we've been waiting for time.
We talked about this a little
talked
while
about
ago.
this.
Yeah.
I'm all jazzed up. I'm ready.
You do it just to give one of us a body slam.
He's training, so you can definitely body slam him.
Yeah, I could take one.
Yeah?
I could take one.
How deep into the wrestling training?
I've done like how many years? Like I've done
Coming up to 2 years. This would be
Oh,
like
okay.
2 years, but like 2 years that's like been sporadic. So I've been off and stop.
Okay.
But I can do a bit.
You can do a 6-1.
There's a feud.
You do a 619.
brewing.
619,
Yeah?
619, yeah.
There we go.
That's my finishing move, isn't it?
That's going to be the finisher. Straight up. Not even leaning into anything.
I'll call it the E16, innit?
That's gold.
That's what I'm
I
originally
think that's
from, innit?
gold. The E16.
Yeah, just tried a bit here and there. But Dell's fully in it. Dell's had like 3 matches. 3 matches.
Three
now.
matches, yeah.
3 matches now.
Nah. Down in the
Colour Factory.
at the Colour Factory? Yeah. What a venue.
Yeah.
What a time it is at the Colour
Wait,
Factory.
when
Goddamn.
was the second?
Second was my tag team match. First one was the Battle Royal that I was a surprise.
Oh, yes.
Second one was a tag team, and the third one was a tag team. as
Okay,
well.
I remember.
Yeah.
Still yet for singles action, but it's coming.
Colour Factory's lit though. Like when you come out,
Unreal.
especially like everyone's just like losing their mind, bro.
They
Throwing
make
you, throwing stuff at you. Some late, then they tried to attack you. Was it? Was that show?
that's I like to get him good and angry. You know what I mean? I'm not here. I want him to really feel something. And then it means more when I inevitably get my ass kicked. So yeah, I've had 2 great times, man. Adrian, we danced, a couple of weeks
That
ago,
was a fun match.
and then I was back a year ago. Man, and like, even though it's changed quite a lot. They put the balcony
Yeah,
in.
put balcony, yeah.
It's got like a fight club sort of feel.
Yeah, it has changed. It's got more of like a pit, like a fight pit
Fight pit,
feel.
Coliseum.
Yeah, but
A
they
lot more
have
people for you to cuss as well.
was that?
A lot more people for you to cuss on the
Yeah,
balcony.
because you're closer. But the only thing you lose is that beautiful. I'm a big follow spot, man. I love a follow spot.
Yeah.
And that one down the stairs,
Downstairs, yeah, that was
like
sick.
coming from theatre, I used to, man, I love a follow spot. And that's the only place I think I'd ever had one in wrestling.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we lost is like that cool down the stairs.
Yeah.
But it's a trade off because now you get that more intimate kind of like they're right there. They're right there for a bully in any opportunity, which is good. But yeah, man, you guys host it. You guys bring the energy to it. It's absolutely sick, man. Like, as soon as I got there, I was like, we have to. I'd already seen a couple of the clips. Then I met you guys, and I was like, time some goddamn size. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
It's funny because when we first started off, I remember I used to be so nervous. I used to consistently lick my lips. If you watch like from like 2 years ago, I used to be like, I was just so nervous. I'm looking at Dom like, do you want to speak?
Now you say something.
Now I kind of like, I learned from
easy.
like, I just bring that aura into things. I walk slow and just
Yeah.
compose myself rather than me rushing it and trying to get in. That's why I started licking my
You
lips.
got to settle in.
You got to settle it in.
You got a
yeah.
nice sofa to be settling right into,
man,
man.
just like,
Comfy size. Here we
It's
go.
funny because you got your thing, and my one was I either used to sweat a lot on my face,
sweat.
or my glasses will fog
Fog
up. That's what fog up. And then I'll be looking so annoyed, job. I say,
But were you playing it off just like with foggy glasses, pretending like nothing's happening?
I'll
or-
just take off my glasses. I'll just wipe my head because now I can't see nothing. So it's like,
Okay.
I just stand there and just have this.
Yeah, that's what I was
Talks about
saying.
hands, bro.
but
stand there,
literally,
fam.
that was me. Now, nothing.
And you've had some G's on recently. Koro, he is a
Koro's
sexy
great, man.
Frenchman. What a good looking
The
man.
best dressed.
Stylish man.
Oh, yeah.
The man, the youngest in charge. He's been on recently as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, that was big.
Yeah,
PPW alumni.
yeah, dude. Yeah, that stuff blows my mind. I can't even. He was at TNA over the weekend. I think he was in the main event in the tag match, and then Tuesday yesterday he came out and he trained with everybody like it was
Crazy.
Like it was not. I don't want to go on a Leon tangent because I hate to put that man over because you don't need it. But goddamn, like him turning up yesterday after being at main event and TNA pay per views and getting in and training with and there are kids now in the kids class and stuff that just it's a real he's really elevated to a level of wow. Leon Slater is in the room, and they freak out, and I've had him come up and go, is that? And I'm like, yeah. You know, and he's so, and you know what? None of it's gone to his head.
Yeah,
And you'll know that from chatting
yeah,
to him.
Yeah.
Man, he was,
Yeah.
he's a G.
Big.
Yeah,
We've got another G in the building with yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. Yeah.
Let's start at the beginning. Very cliche. How did you actually get into wrestling?
I bought a wrestling ring during COVID because I couldn't wrestle. So man.
Wait, you wasn't wrestling before COVID?
No, so
Whoa.
this story is long and crazy, but I'll tell you.
We got time.
I'll give you it all, right? So in 2014, in January, I was about 5 years into my comedy and theater career, and I was loving it. I was having a good time, but I was like 22, and I was like, damn, I really kind of want to be a wrestler. And I'm extremely impulsive, and if I say I'm going to do something, even to myself, it's happening no matter what. So I rented my house out. I didn't tell anybody I was going, and I got on a plane. I flew to Philadelphia.
Ring of Honor?
And I knocked on the door of the Ring of Honor school. They didn't know I was coming. And they opened the door, and they effectively were like, what the hell are you doing? And it was a different time in 2014. And they were like, yeah, you can't come in. And I was like, listen, you guys don't know how prepared I am. I've got 100 days on my visa, and I will come back every day until you let me in this building. And after like 2 or 3 days, eventually, Delirious Hunter, who now works with Leon at TNA, and Cheeseburger, who's the biggest G in the world, they took me in, and they gave me like a few days of like hard trying to break me training. And I was like, you guys don't realize how fucking ready I am for this. So they basically let me stay. I stayed for 3 months, and I trained. And it was rough, man. Like, I don't want to name any names because times are different then, but like, I wasn't treated the best by a lot of guys there. Like, I think because the way I just knocked on the door, and it wasn't accepting like it is now. So I was hazed pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I was really naive, and I was like, I did 3 months, and I trained, and I left the day after WrestleMania 30, and I really naively thought that I would have scratched that itch. I just needed to know for myself if I was built for it. And I knew I was, and I went, and for 7 years, I never got in a wrestling ring ever again. And I just thought, I used to dream about it every night. I used to dream about seeing Cheeseburger again, which is a whole other story, because when I saw him after 10 years, my face nearly fell on the floor. Mind blown. That was talk about full circle moments. But it got to COVID. Obviously, everything shuts down, right? So all my shows, all my shows were cancelled and freezed up, and auditions freezed up. And I was just sat, and I was like, my partner was 7 months pregnant with my beautiful daughter Sylvie, and I said, it is time for me to buy a wrestling ring on eBay. So I bought a wrestling ring on eBay, and met Liam Slater, who I didn't know, through a friend that put me in touch. I only knew 2 people in the wrestling game, and I said, listen, I got a friend that's got a warehouse. I'll put the ring in the warehouse, and I'll cover everything. You teach me how to wrestle. And that was the deal. So I opened PPW. Because if you want to get good at something, especially at 31 when I started, 2 hours a week wasn't enough. And also I'd been to, I knew how it was, and I knew that wrestling schools and facilities, especially back then, really weren't taking good care of people. Speaking out happened. There were a lot of wrongings, a lot of fucking bad people around. Yeah. And I just couldn't, and I remembered my experience of Ring of Honor, which, don't get wrong, was good, but they weren't the nicest to me. And I was like, forget this. We're going to build a place where whoever the hell you are, you can come down and we're going to have a good time. And I remember everybody told me it was, I had friends, and I had my mom crying when I bought the wrestling ring, and she was like, Nathan, you've done a lot of dumb stuff. And she was like, this is too much. You have a kid on the way, it's COVID, and I tell people it's a joke, but I said, I've been to the future, I already know, like, don't worry about it, it's good. It's happening anyway.
I like that.
So I met Liam, we opened once on a Tuesday, and then it's been nearly 5 years now, and it just steamrolled, man. Like, it's been an unbelievable journey. But I needed to somewhere, I'm very dedicated, but if I want to do something, I'm going to jump in the deep end. Yeah. And I didn't want to get in just to wrestle and be okay. I wanted to be the fucking man. Yeah. So I needed to wrestle a lot. So build your own place, right? I could train every day. Yeah. And then people just started coming, and then, put the gym in there, and I bought all the curtain from Edinburgh Theatre, and, I kind of built it. Other stuff, so like there's always stuff to do at PPW, like there's a little lounge corner, and like there's a gym that's free for everybody to use, and kind of give people more reason to just turn up and hang out. So that's how I got into wrestling, from buying a ring from eBay just in the middle of COVID. I had no idea what I was doing. Long story there, but
that's good.
Yeah,
that's crazy. How much
So-
the ring? How much is the ring?
the ring was about 2,600. And the guy that sold, I drove 7 hours to get it in the middle of COVID. Borrowed my dad's van. I drove down to Devon, take 7 hours. And I got there. And I never, even to this day, of all the people that now I kind of, you hear most names. And no one knows who this guy is at all. He met me in this car park and he said to me, I ain't selling this ring because I've done anything wrong, And I was like, wow, sounds like you've done something wrong. Sounds like you've done something wrong. Yeah. So I'll be just leaving now with this ring. And there was like 3 of them, 3 of us. It was this weird like West Side Story. Like I was like, we're gonna start dancing or fighting or what? And like I remember being like, did you want me to count the money in front of you? And he was like, yeah. And then he was like, no, I'll count the money. And I was like, dude, what the?
Sounded like a GTA.
You've been watching Lock, Stock, 2 Smoking Barrels last night. Calm down, brother. Like, just take, the 20s are there. Let me go home. What are we doing? So I bought the ring, and that was how much it was. And we still got it to this day. I'm trying to get an 18, but they're like gold dust to try and get hold of an 18. But yeah, so yeah, I thought that was a longer answer than you thought. But yeah, I had to kind of give the context of like, so I did a little bit 12 years ago.
Yeah,
got a taste, and then did none of it. Went back to my career for 7 years, and then I just had to, man. It was like a calling.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's something about like when you got a baby in a way, which I don't know, like you're like, you could take as much risk as possible because you always feel like it's always gonna work out. Yeah. Because I had the same thing as well in COVID. Like I lost my job, and I had got paid like say I think it was like 3K. All that 3K went on the camera equipment.
Fuck yeah,
so
fucking sick. Fucking go.
I'll open up my own business. And
Dream
boom,
chasing.
I just done it and I said, I'm not working again.
Yeah.
This is going to be my job from now on. And
fuck
since then,
yeah.
It's done it, man. And it's like, when I first done it, I was like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. I'm done.
You need that fear. That fear keeps you fucking alive, man. Like,
so
and I loved all them people telling you I couldn't. I was like, that's more reasons that I have to.
Yeah.
People tell me it wouldn't work, and I was like, just because it ain't been done yet, don't mean it can't be done.
Exactly.
So like, man, it was like made it even easier. Like, and do you know what? People ask me any like perceived success I've had in my life has come from tremendous failure, man. I fail all the time.
Yes, you have to fail.
And you should fail all the time. Like, people are afraid of that stuff, man. And yeah, I got all kinds of, ventures and stuff, but I wouldn't be the businessman or the wrestler I am today if I'd not made so many mistakes in entertainment and in business and finance and all the rest of it. So yeah, you just gotta, people don't chase their dreams, man. They're right on Facebook, but they don't do it. You know what I mean? People don't go out, they don't take it. So
it's all about risk you take, man.
Or like you fail at 100% of things you don't try. You fail. You know what I mean? Like,
or someone else tries it and they do it.
What you know what I mean? Like, dude, I can't sit there. One of my biggest fears, outside my family or anything like that, of course, but is somebody to say, I'd hate for someone to go, Nath wasted his potential. That keeps me up at night. Like, I'd rather die trying than think I ever wasted or could have done. Like, forget that. Yeah. Like, I lived on floors when I was in Philly wrestling at Ring of Honor, but like, no matter what happened, I wouldn't change that I had to go through that. Like, I wouldn't be doing this now if I ain't gone and done that then.
Exactly. So butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
That kind of reminds me of like what Michael Jackson said. At 3 a.m. he'll wake up, take everyone to the studio, and everyone say, "Why are we here?"
Because if I don't make the song, Prince will make the song.
Yeah. So. I was just about to say, Prince had. They say he had in every room in his house, he had recording equipment. So if he was in the bathroom or if he was in this room, he could be within a second if a beat came into his head or a lyric. And apparently he died, with 10,000 unreleased songs that he just like.
And that's unreleased.
That's what they said. Just like that they found in the vault, from things that he sing to himself. That's what that's how the rumor goes, man. He used to say of Prince, he was the only man who was 5 foot tall and wore high heels that could steal your wife in 2 days.
Yeah.
Fucking legend. And he'll do it. He'll fucking do it. Say, what a G. Yeah.
Was there any apprehension from yourself, like restarting wrestling at the age of 31?
I wasn't restarting. Like, I never wrestled. I couldn't even lock up again. So it wasn't, if I'd have done more, it would have been a restart. But especially then, like within those 3 months when I was there, I was only trained twice a week. Like, I never got to the point where I was allowed to do a match or anything like that. So it was enough that I knew I could hack it, but I never got to. It wasn't like what you probably get out of training in 3 months now. You know what I mean? So it felt just brand new to me again. But no, there was no apprehension because, dude, I can't explain it. I just knew. I ain't afraid to fall on my face. So, and also, I didn't know anybody, so I didn't care what anybody said or what they thought.
That's the perfect way to go.
It actually gave me a superpower.
Yeah.
Because if I'd have known the stuff I know now, there's no way I would have took some of the risks that I took, but I took them because I was blind.
Yeah.
And that is and I actually think about that now when I'm trying to grow the business, and I tell people, I'm building Disneyland. Like, I ain't even begun with what I want to do and what I want to build. But one thing that scares me is like becoming accepted and having friends in the business. I worry I'll become the guy that I needed to be an outsider to come in like this. So sometimes I have to make sure I don't get too on the inside because I need to step out and be able. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to lose that superpower of ignorance. I didn't know anybody, so I could care less. Now, you know, I'm a confident guy, but I'm always thinking, if we put this up or we release this, like you can't help but think, what are the other guys at other places going to say? Whereas I didn't even know who they were.
Yeah,
and that was like a freedom, you know.
That's crazy.
And everybody thought I was going to fail anyway. So
shut
what's the worst that could happen? They were right, right? It's way harder now when people have got expectations.
Yeah.
When they expect you to be good, that's way harder.
Yeah.
But at the start, when they're all like, let him buy his camera equipment. Yeah, I mean, what he'll be back is when now, like, you're making money from you have the kids, and then it becomes that they were like, then it's a different ball game.
I always see it like GTA or Sims, right? When you build Sims, you build a foundation.
Yeah.
Then when you get enough money, you find a cheat code.
Yeah.
The cheat code is like,
Yeah.
that's how you do it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how you do it. Like you build off one by one, little by little, and you get the ring first, you get the curtains, you get this all stuff, and eventually you get the crowd, you get the community.
Yeah.
They all come in, and because that's with us. Like when we first started off, it was just me and Del.
Yeah.
It's me and Del. We went to ROH Dojo. Our first video was a vlog. Then from there we met Laps, and from there we obviously.
So you guys don't go back.
We go back.
went
I
to
get this sense.
university
And
together.
we went to university, and I realized
Came
that
in
he
the
knew
middle.
one of my best friends. He was cousins with one of my best friends,
Okay.
and I didn't know that.
Okay.
So then the guy that brought him to my house, Sam, was a friend of one of my friends in the house.
Yeah.
And me and Sam got close. Me and Del stayed. As soon as I saw Del, because Del had the WW hat. He came to my house with a WW hat. And I was like,
You
Yeah.
WCW guy.
Yeah.
he's a WW guy.
How old are you?
I'm 31. Yeah.
That's interesting because I'm a WCW guy, but I'm 36, and I'm thinking you must have just missed the end. But we'll come back to that because that's how can you?
Yeah.
I've got questions. I've got some WCW questions for you, my friend. We'll come back. Sorry.
So like he wore the hat, and I was a bit tipsy. I was a bit drunk, and after I was like, "Wait, are you a wrestling fan?"
Yeah.
I didn't even ask this guy's name. Are you a wrestling fan? And after he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Bro, give me your number. We'll link up, man. We'll do some stuff together."
It's a bond,
Then
isn't it?
I found out. I put him on my, I think Instagram or Snapchat story. My best friend was like, "Hey, how do you know Derek?"
And you
I was like,
realised.
Then I realized, oh shit, okay, cool. Now I asked him, I was like, who do you like? How do you know Del? And he goes, how do you know Wally? He goes, oh, he's my family friend, cousin. So I was like, oh shit, small world. And after I realized he's from East London, stayed in touch. As time went on, we made a group chat called WRESTHINGS with me, Del, and another guy called Brace. So they used to make music. We used to make music together, part of a collective. And it was like, let's make a podcast. Brace wasn't on it too much. So then we just brought in Sam and one of our other guys called Versi that we used to do. We used to watch along, not watch along, but we used to play stuff with them and whatnot. And yeah, from there, just started off, found a studio, stayed at the studio, recorded a few episodes, went out, and people were like, "What the fuck is this? Is crazy."
Yes.
Like there was a few comments that people saying, "Oh, why are grown men watching
Why
wrestling?"
grown men watching wrestling?
Mate,
And
I,
I was like-
love them negative comments. Give me more. Feed me.
One guy said, "Oh, roadmen talking about wrestling. Give me more." I was like, "Okay, cool." But next time we'll wear tracksuits. Like, so we just kept on going from strength to strength. This is where we are now, man, and just got
Killing
got
it,
like a
man.
uniform now and all sort of stuff. One thing I'm a big fan of, and of your stuff is your branding.
Thank you. Yeah.
PPW branding is on another level. Like, is that you?
Yeah. So I do all the.
So you do graphics?
No, I don't do. So when you say branding,
I mean the whole suit, like the colors.
I decide everything, but I have a guy that I work with closely that does a lot of my graphics. But I will like draw a lot of stuff on napkins and decide the color. So I'm I've always been a very creative, arty person.
Yeah.
So like PPW, I literally drew on a piece of paper and then like,
Which I like.
but I don't know how to like. I'm not a great graphic designer in terms of. So I work with a guy called Matt Harrison who does a lot of our stuff, and
Big
I
up
just
Harrison.
yeah. Was that?
Big up Harrison.
Yeah, he's Matt Harrison's an absolute G, man. And yeah, are you guys coming down to PPW or what?
we're coming down, yeah.
You have to come down and film
we need to
this
come
here
down.
in the
We need to come down.
studio.
Let's come down.
But when you come down, if you do come down from the shows, you'll meet him. He's a good dude. He's a really good guy to know. But yeah, the branding and like the way it looks. And I just like throughout my story, like I just met good guys. So a guy I used to do shows with years ago. He used to do like a sports show. He was a football freestyler. He went into graphic design and he came to me, and my original logo was a bit of a mess. And he came and he was like, I have a lot of people that kind of like that I've known for a long time that you'll know this. you meet two kinds of people. They either go, you're into wrestling. They either go, that's sick, man. Matter of fact, I used to watch WCW. Or they go, wow, you're a real loser. You need to grow up. So, wow.
I used to watch wrestling.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You're like, wow.
Still watch wrestling? I said that shit's fake.
My dad still talks to me like that. Do you know what I mean? He's like, what are you doing? So, but I have a lot of friends in my life that like watch it. And so he was like, hey, I want you to have a better graphics logo. So he helped me redesign it. And then the Drop Dead guys, which is a whole nother story that I don't know if you know, but they run a company.
They do like the merchandise.
Yeah, so
they done our replica tops. Didn't they? Was that Drop Dead?
No, that's yeah.
Mumble, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
no.
someone else. No, it's Drop Dead. Drop Dead is owned by Ollie Sykes, who's the lead singer of Bring Me the Horizon,
yeah.
and they're based in Sheffield. And another friend of mine who used to skate with, who was one of the ones that's like, I don't get wrestling, but his boys are wrestling fans, and they'd been to see me at a show, and they didn't know. They just went back to the Drop Dead and was like, man, we saw this guy last night, shouting signs, whatever, and he was like, I know him. Both in Sheffield, and man, they just changed the game. So like, they were like, we love wrestling. Can we help with merch? Matt Harrison was like, I love wrestling. Can I help with graphics? My friend was like, I love wrestling. Can I help with the logo? And so I've been so lucky to have amazing people that have jumped in. Yeah, like, I'm a big believer of like rule of five, that you are the company you keep and all that stuff. But yeah, in terms of like decisions and creative, Liam very much does the day-to-day operation of the business. He plans the sessions, he takes care of the employees, he deals with like all the day-to-day emailing stuff, and I do all the stupid stuff like buy the arcade machines and buy all the pizza boxes for the merch, and like it's all those kind of concepts and the branding and the marketing. So like the design for the Friday Night Pursuit set is all me coming up with, and I just say you probably the same. You save stuff on a screenshot, and I have like folders of stuff.
Pinterest,
Instagram saves.
Just like I'm very, very fortunate that I get to do that. You know, PPW is I've stopped doing everything now. I don't have an agent anymore. It's what I do full time. So so I'm just able to dedicate all day, every day. Like I'm a lunatic when it comes to it, 24/7. If I ain't hanging out with my family, it's business time. Do you know what I mean? Like building fucking Disney.
Sounds like you've got very much like a community-based infrastructure for the business, which I think sends you to the moon. Like it's excellent.
Yeah, you can't plan for a 15-year-old Leon Slater to walk through the door. You couldn't plan for that, but it happened.
Yeah.
You can't plan for a Liam Slater. And God, those two names confuse me. What's the chances? What's the goddamn chances? One trained the other, they're both from Bradford. Like, what? They're not related. You know, that I found Liam, who he might be as miserable as a piece of toast sometimes, and I'm pretty sure he hates me, but he's the best guy ever.
I think that's what makes
but
both
we
of you
need
work
it to be
together
like, do you know what I mean? Like
well.
He's the man. Like he is the engine that drives it, and his wife Ella, and we have Kid Like Us too, and G Money, and Will Cruz, all these guys. I'm like, they just. But I am a believer. I ain't a big fan of fate or anything like that. But I am a big believer of like just putting energy out into the world, man, and like put energy out there, and it comes back to you. And man, I just have that. So I'm so blessed that like I'm seen as the PPW guy, but it is an absolute team of the best and top G's ever. That make the community what it is, and like guys like, you know, Sky's one of our young females that we have. Who, she's inspirational, she's man. Really, like she trains 5 times a week.
5?
Yeah, dude, he's like, and she'd been told she's probably only 4'9", something like that. Very, very, very thin. And basically, you know, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying this. I love Sky to bits. She's a good friend of mine. Like everybody told her she couldn't, and she was like, fucking watch me. And like she's now her story online and the people that know her, and she's just and she had like that's the reason we are who we are, because of people like Sky and Alfie and all these incredible, you know, people that come through the door, and then man, they fucking hype me up, man. So I'm blessed to have the best people on, and then it means I get to come stuff like this. I meet Sid, and then I introduce you, and it's just this is life, man.
Ripple effect.
Ripple effect. So community is everything. We don't sell wrestling. We sell community. I can tell you that. Like, you stay for the wrestling, but you come. We're a members club. Do you know what I mean? Instead of Curry Club on a Wednesday, you come to PPW, or instead of badminton on a Thursday, you come and hang out with us. Yeah. And there's no like, if you want to come. I never understood this psychology in business. Never made sense to me that like, if you were 5 minutes late, you have to do 100 press ups or all this garbage.
That's a solitary, like sort of like military style.
Everything else is it's all like every other sport was caught up in 2026, and wrestling was like stuck 100 years ago. If you want to go to the movies and buy a ticket to see a film and watch the last 10 minutes, you can do whatever you want. You paid the money.
Paid money, exactly,
you know what I mean? It's like I tell people, if you want to turn up at 6:30 and put Super Nintendo on. Like, if you pay, you do it. You're a customer. You know, and some people, and it's this whole, people ask why we're so busy, and I like to think it's because we just let people do whatever they want. And if you want to be training to be a world champion, Liam Slater and the guys around will get you there. But if you just want to get in a wrestling ring, some people just want to get in a wrestling ring. Yeah. And just, that's enough. They have 3 kids and they got a tough job, and you know what I mean? They're in the 40s and like, they don't need me screaming at them like, you didn't do a sleep leap fast enough. Like, cool, they just won't come back. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do this in any other facet. Like I always, my example is always, you don't leave Tesco. Yeah. The security guy don't go like, hey man, we see you at Sainsbury's last week. Like, a minute, let me check you back. Hey, you didn't buy as much this week as you did last week. Like, because you go, cool, I'll just never come back here again. So why are we doing that in wrestling? Like, people have got, wrestling's got enough, takes enough balls for people to turn up and go, I want to put Lycra on and roll around with some strangers to then make them feel stupid or they didn't work hard enough, man. All those people still doing that, you can get in the bin. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just an old dead mentality, which doesn't go with, like, people have got enough shit going on. They don't need to come to wrestling training and be talked to or told they can't. Like, so, yeah.
Wrestling itself is a sense of escapism, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
So, bro, imagine you've gone to work, your manager's give you a bollocking. You don't go to wrestling training, the wrestling, bollocking. Yeah. You go home, you're late to go home, your wife give me a bollocking. It's like, bro, give me a break. I'm
gonna break. Some of these people that come down, like, you got a guy called Gentleman Jim Maguire, right? You can meet him. He didn't start till he was 50. He's jacked. He's got a ginormous mustache. 50. He's 58 now. He's come to Spain and wrestled with us. He's the nicest guy. I respect him. He's a teacher. I ain't gonna tell him what he can and can't do. You know what I mean? This guy whipped my ass and he'd tell me what more. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna give him as much or as little as he wants, and he ain't gonna take some kid in his face telling him what, you know what I mean? Like, we got another guy called Music Man. He's an Elvis impersonator. He'll blow you fucking face off with how talented and crazy he is, but he can't be controlled. He's like a human Hasbro figure, but he can't be put in a box of you have to do this. But he's the greatest entertainer you've ever seen, and like and that's the one thing we try and encourage is, like, we only have one rule, which is, like, just don't be a dickhead. And you know what's funny? People that can't adhere to that, they don't turn up anyway. So we just get the barbecue and have a good time. Like, it's ridiculous. So.
I think what I love about PPW as well is, like, just from the content alone, like, A1. The content's excellent. A1. But then also the people that you see, like, their personality shines through, whether it be through, like, doing the move stuff, whether it be through, like, the fun stuff. There was a video that you guys did with, like, how many roles can people do, like,
in the ring at the same time.
And in my head, I'm just like, why the fuck has nobody else thought of this? Like, this is actually brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
It's just random.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm 36. I don't want to spend as many hours as I do on TikTok. However, if I get to sit on my sofa and watch SpongeBob with my little girl and do some TikTok, cool. If that's what I have to do to grow this business, and also the eyes that it gets on is like, this ain't we do like between 10 and 25 million views a month. Sick. And you know, that's monetized now, so it just becomes business. It's all in, you know, and that brings through 3 beginners a month that buy the beginners course and then get a bronze membership. You know what I mean? Like, then we can have more and the cycle goes on. So yeah, I do too much social media, but I seem to. Again, I know a couple of TikTokers from my life. I know a guy called Ash Freestyle, who's a football freestyle TikToker, and I know a guy called another Ash. Called Ash Mercer, and he was a viral skateboard TikToker that did last series on the UK's worst skate park. And they taught me, they were like, Nathan, you have to monetize. Because the first year, we didn't do a story. Yeah. We didn't do no reels. We just sat and just built the foundation of the business. And then I sat there, and the businessman side of me kicked in, not thinking like a wrestler, and was like, how do we just get loads of attention on us? And it was like looking in the mirror and being like, you're going to have to be in your 30s and do a lot of TikTok, which sucks, but, you know, I seem to be okay at it.
You're good. No.
So
okay. You're good at it.
Yeah, so it works. So like, if like I said, if that's what we got to do.
Even though when you guys broke your ring, when the ring broke, and you had like a whole
like mini series.
That was great. And that was great.
Even a series where you guys sit with a wrestler and like watch like their matches as well, and they go through it and they talk about certain stuff that they don't do anymore and stuff that they lacked from certain matches. I think that's just where the nature of not even just wrestling, but like wrestling schools in general. I feel like you guys have built a blueprint that a lot of wrestling schools are going to soon be following.
And like, yeah, it's, you know, it's Thank you. It's amazing. I appreciate it. I'm so fortunate now to. I mean, I was so fucking hated when I walked into wrestling. It was crazy the target I had on my back. But but it had to be that way. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't come in being as loud as I was, keeping in character online, being you know what I mean, and then opening this place. But now to have got through that and to be cool with guys like Sid that runs Hustle and Bronco that runs New Wave and et cetera, like we all help each other and share ideas and like they'll there's stuff that that Sid does super well is he put the mics on people and they they talk. And we won't do that because I respect that's like a hustle thing that he's got over and like mad respect for like he's really nailed that as a concept. But there's guys that do bits of what we do and then I steal a little bit from he. Everybody's stealing from everybody, right? Do you know what I mean?
There's
like
nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, it's just like so and we all win. You know what I mean? We all win because there's more people wrestling. Yeah. There's more people that go to shows, and it's a rising tide lifts all boats, right? Yeah. So,
and more stars being created as well.
Yeah,
more stars being created. So it's good.
The character stuff is really like we just had these. Like I said, a guy called Music Man that's an Elvis impersonator. Like, of course, Gentleman Jim who's 58 that wears a top hat and a giant mustache. How can you not put them on the internet and be like, look at these incredible people? And then the first year was hard. Like a lot of my ideas really were like the boys wouldn't do it. Whereas now, we did one recently where I was dressed up as a pizza man to sell the pizza t-shirts and we put fake mustaches on. And I think we just built that brand trust that they were like, cool, it's worked before. Yeah. So I guess we're wearing pizza mustaches and getting silly. Yeah. But it takes a long time to kind of develop that loyalty in the brand and, as people and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I've got questions to ask you though.
I'm ready.
You need any championship belts?
Do I need any? I got a list of 700 people trying to sell me a championship belt, so you get in the queue. You got to get in the queue.
It went from comments, writing in the comments, you need belts, hit me up. Then it went to emails. Like, they email us now.
Now it's still still replies.
I like that they know it's in a list. And they just be, it's like they ain't said anything before. They don't say sorry to ask again.
Yeah.
Even hi.
Yeah.
Ask me how I am.
Yeah. My favorite's when it'd be like, me doing something nothing wrestling related. Me and Sylv making a cake or whatever. And they're like, you want championship? Oh, you fuck off. Yes.
I can't lie. I rate the hustle still. No, but because there's going to come one day where you're going to need it.
Are they real?
And there's one guy, have you seen him? He's used it to his advantage. Because people keep calling me a scammer, but I actually make real champions. So he's owned it and he stands there and he's like, no, you're going to think I'm not real. So he's actually kind of turned it into a bit of a gimmick. That like, I'm the guy that messaged you, but don't worry, I actually... And I kind of respect that he's realised, okay, we're being laughed at here. Yeah. So we got... And then I would buy something from him because I see his personality coming through. But just a cold DM replying back to, me playing... PlayStation, like being like, you want, and in the skit, like I did one like a drug dealer because they sound like drug dealers. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, you guys want a championship? Yeah, you need any?
I've got it all here.
Yeah, 3 plate, 5 plate, cowhide, whatever you need. Bro. That's how I read them. Yeah, so.
No, it's good. It's a nice persistent thing, but I just feel like even now we've been hit up with the thumbnails. Oh, we don't like the way your thumbnail looks. I can help you out. Do you get emails like that? About like them coming into
the SEOs and like,
no, not many of them.
Oh, bro, they've been. You know the email my company emails on now.
Oh, sir.
What they say?
So they'll email me, be like, "Hey, Anafi, hey, WRESTHINGS.
Your video is so excellent."
Oh yeah, but we've noticed. We've noticed. Yeah, how about some of them? They're so crap. I didn't even think about them. They're like, yeah.
I just brush it off now, man. Like, if I really want to go with something,
I respect the championship belt guys more, but actually, okay, at least they know we need belts. But when it's like, hey there, like we've seen your page, but we couldn't help but notice. Like, that's even worse. Yeah.
How was your experience in Mexico with one of your students who lied and said they could speak Spanish?
Ellis Barker, you are a terrible, terrible person. I love your direct debit, but I hate you as a person. Okay, do you know what? What a worker! This scumbag told me we got the call. You want to come to Mexico? I need you and 2 guys. So I took Kemper, what a man he is, by the way.
He's great.
Big Kemper, killing it. And Ellis came up to me and you probably know the story, but he was like, I can speak Spanish, so we weren't going to like Mexico. It was like we were somewhere really. We were the only English speaking people in the whole place.
crazy.
And we were in the middle of nowhere, and he was like, "Well, I'll translate for you." And the short of it is, we got all the way there, like 26 hours of traveling. We got on the thing, and Felipe, this absolutely wonderful man, picked us up at the airport, and he said, "Hello, which one of you speaks Spanish?" And I turned to Ellis, and I was like, "He does." And then he told me, he literally tried to say, he couldn't even say hello to this guy in Spanish.
Said bonjour.
Yeah. And then he was like, "No, I'm just nervous." And then in like the coach, and the guy was pissed. He was like, "You told me you speak Spanish." Like, he didn't speak any English. We didn't speak any Spanish.
Yeah.
And this absolute scumbag of a person here. But what a worker for lying his way all the way to Mexico to be a luchador. Yeah, he was. The
How do you
story.
guys communicate? Sign language?
Yeah, it was he. Yeah,
phone translation.
Yeah, phone.
But what about in a match? If you guys you tell the corner spot, you'd be like 1 sec.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of a hard. Yeah, it's like it kind of is like because they don't speak any English. Like when you go to Europe and wrestle, there's usually you can figure
There's
out
a few words and a
the
few
Mexico
phrases,
now.
yeah.
I know they're wrestling on the other side.
Offside, yeah.
So yeah,
Which one was on the side?
So we would like be towards the left.
Oh,
they'll be
yeah.
like-
Yeah. Work on the right.
Yeah.
which is
Oh, yeah.
really and their springs don't have a ring.
The rings
The
don't have a
rings don't have a
spring.
spring.
Yeah.
Like, and that's no joke.
So
Like,
that's like
Flat,
straight.
hard give.
dude, these guys will take last rides and everything like that. Like the guy wrestling Kemper was like, "Yeah, I'll take the choke slam," and mate, I didn't take no bumps. Like, it's it's. You think it's a bit of like ha, you don't have springs in Mexico, but they no, mate, it ain't there. It's not gonna work. They didn't build it. It's insane. Just take a bump there. That's about as much fun as it is. That with some canvas on, yeah. So yeah, that did happen. Oh me, yeah.
What promotion was that?
That was IPW. He was a lovely man. Do you know what? He ran a really cool spot. Like, I could see why he messaged us because he was kind of running his own PPW style thing. Like, he didn't wrestle, but he was a passionate man. He had a young daughter and a wife, and he just rented this warehouse and just like built an entranceway like us and had like a little and like just puts on wrestling. It's got a little shop. It's really cool. It seems like 150, but massive respect for a guy being like, it's just people that go, "I love wrestling and I want to do something." Like, man, I got time for passion. Anyone's got passion, I'm fucking hyped on. Yeah. So IPW, I probably wouldn't go back. It was a long way. And I think I got paid the equivalent. We were paid more than anybody else on the show, and I think we got £8 each by the time we were paid. Yeah,
£8.
£8. We got paid double, so the rest of them. Yeah, it's like 400, whatever it is. But it wasn't, it wasn't,
pesos.
it was, I wouldn't change any part of it. Like, he cried, man. He was so grateful that we'd gone over and done that. And, like, I'm very fortunate. And so, without peeling back the curtain too much on Kemper and Ellis, like, we were able to do it, and it's all good. I'm in a position where I could do that. And, I remember the story way more than, even if they'd have paid me 300 quid to wrestle, it wouldn't have made, like,
it's the experience.
once you've gone there for, you know what I mean? You're there for 4 days. Like, unless you've been paid $5,000, it don't really.
Yeah, man.
Not a real. Anyway, so yeah, he didn't let us pay for anything while we were there. Nothing.
Okay.
And the hospital. Yeah, so like that's what I care about. Like, how does a man treat somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know there's no money in this game. It's not like I got there and there was 6,000 people. You know what I mean? I got there and he was charging the equivalent of like, I don't know, like £2 a ticket, and he was selling tuck shit. Like, but I respected his passion for what he'd built, and that was enough. Like, that was enough for me. Like, let's go. But yeah, he was like, I had tears in his eyes. He couldn't believe we turned up.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, what? We're talking about it now. You didn't ask me how much money I got paid, right? You asked me about the story of Ellis that lied to me so he could speak Spanish, and that's what we take away from it. That he's a terrible person. So, yeah.
How were you able to develop your character? Like, what's the backstory?
Me?
Yeah.
I knew who the comedian was 10 years before I was even in wrestling. Like, I work backwards because most people, they learn how to wrestle. It's 3 things, right? Wrestling is 3 things. Do you look like a wrestler? Do you talk like a wrestler? Can you wrestle? After you do those 3, you just got to get over. You mean like that's once you're playing the game, it's just how over you can get, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I look like a wrestler because I've always been a big lad. I've weightlifted for forever. I could talk like a wrestler because I've been in TV and theatre and comedy my whole life. So talking on the microphone is the easiest thing. But I didn't know what an arm drag was from a drop kick. You know what I mean? So I designed and developed, because I've been writing my whole life. I've been very lucky to, write film and TV and understand character development and beginning, middle, and end, and planting a seed and rule of three and all these things. So crafting who the comedian was, because I'd done so many years in nearly all entertainment I was always the good guy. Any show I ever presented or anything like that. So I always wanted to be this absolute scumbag. So he was built for years before. So I kind of did wrestling backwards. Instead of learning to wrestle and then developing a character and then putting on weight, I kind of looked the part and I could talk, but I didn't know what I was doing. Hence me meeting Liam and being like, yo, let's buy this ring and let's do this. Yeah. And what I didn't want was, like, I'm a man of tons of pride. I didn't want people to, like, go, yeah, but he can't wrestle. I didn't want people to, like, yeah, he looks the part and he can talk. I needed to prove. I couldn't let them have that. But he couldn't wrestle. Like, fuck you guys. It'll never be my strongest point, but there was no way I wasn't learning how to feed correctly or footwork or anything. Yeah. And having guys like I said, Leon and Gene, like Kid Lykos's movement is so good. And these guys are harsh in a good way. And, like, I need them to be like, Nathan, got to be better. Cardio's got to be like, it's like, right? You've got to, especially from guys like you respect. Yeah, you've got here with Sid that's been there and done it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was just a case of making the character work. But I knew what he was going to wear, and I had it all planned out. Yeah, really? Kind of before. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but
your theme song is epic as well. I love your theme song as well.
Yeah, but that's marketing again. Yeah, like, I want Siiize, if it isn't already, to be the most said whole thing in the whole country. Like, I'm confident if I was at WWE now, we'd have the most highest selling T-shirt in the game. Like, that's like, it's just business and confidence in business and, like, designing these things. Whereas I'm a wrestler, but I think of it, it's always been like the comedian is a business. And I have meetings about him. Like, that's how separate I am. Like, and we have chats, you know what I mean? I'm like, and that's an easy way. Like, if I was building a house, we'd have meetings about the infrastructure and we'd look at the blueprints and cool, how's the floor's going to go in. But people don't do that with the wrestling character if they like. And for me, it's like the comedian's a business that we want to have sell money and get talked about. People say, so he needs a catchphrase. He needs, you know what I mean? And that's how that becomes what people get too attached and then they kind of can't, they can't unglue themselves. Whereas the comedian is me, but he sits over there and I can have a full chat about him like he's somebody else. Yeah. And then you just treat it like the comedian has a business plan. I know it sounds mad. Yeah. But if PBW is not going to have a business plan and the comedian isn't, because they're both two businesses that I run, even if one is masked in performance, which some people probably think's crazy. You can all get in the bin because that's how I'm doing it over here in Siiize World. So there we are.
Interesting. You got a business within a business.
Yeah,
the business within the business is what makes money for the business.
It's inception. In size. There we are. Levels of size.
Well, one creative director I used to work with, I remember I had a meeting with him once we both left the company. We're just hashing stuff out. And I was asking him, how are you able to, like, make this business that you've got, well, let's have your own personal thing. And he got like a piece of paper from my bag, and he just drew this whole like diagram where it's like, Lloyd is at the top, and underneath you got Anafi, who's a character, because you're essentially a character. Anafi is the guy that shows up on podcasts, the guy that goes to these meetings and does. Yeah. Anafi's a family man. I mean, Lloyd's a family man. So after Anafi, under Anafi, you got WRESTHINGS, you got this, you got that. Under Lloyd, you've got father, you've got
totally
personality, you've got all this sort of stuff in it, and he broke it down, and I was like, I never actually thought about that. So he goes, when you go to these meetings, present yourself as Anafi, sell Anafi to them, sell wrestling to them, don't sell Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd will come after. They'll find out Lloyd once they've shaken your hand and stuff. So it's a good way to put it back, man. Good way to.
I just can't imagine you like be like, hey man, what are you doing? I'm building this house. Cool. Like, let me see the plans. I ain't got no plans. Just got some bricks. See what happens. People think you've been like you never do that. Like with anything else. So why I don't get, especially if you want to be serious in this game, how you can not have like a good plan. That's how you build any successful business. And your character, if you're serious about it, should be a business, because at the end of the day, it should have merch and it should sell this and it should have a theme song and all these kind of things. So that's why I needed a theme song that was like, well, the most famous theme songs, if you smell the rocks, the glass match, you know what I mean? The gong, it's all this thing. So like when people here look at the goddamn Siiize, it's, we're teaching them there's a pop and they've got to come up for it and all that kind of stuff, which sounds simple, but so many people don't do it. Nice. Another one is, get me going now, I wouldn't listen to my theme tune if it was up to Nathan, the real me. I'd have Primus Tommy the Cat because it's my favourite song. But that isn't what the comedian would walk out to. And what I always see with people is I go, you come out to a song that you like, not that your character would come out to.
Yeah.
That makes
People,
sense.
I would never go and listen to my own theme tune in the car, but I listen to Primus, but it wouldn't be right for the character to come out to, you know what I mean? And people can't be, it's strict, it's discipline. Just like you have discipline to go to the gym or anything else, you know, eat well. You should have discipline in like, you know, how many times, well, like, I want to throw a drop kick or whatever. Yeah, but it doesn't really work for what you do. Yeah, but I want to. Terrible reason. You know what I mean? Like, I can do the Kenny Omega tope.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. But nobody wants to come and see me. They want to see Weaselplex, Working Punch, look at the goddamn size. And maybe one day, you know what I mean, on the craziest, I'll do one of them.
One of them, yeah, just to
But just to be like, you know, I don't need to be like, and I can do a tope series. Like, that's the wrong way to go about business. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So I just say where I see a lot of people kind of,
I think a lot of the times, too many wrestlers are like too married to their gimmicks to the point where they feel like, I feel like you should be able to separate them. Like, of course, your gimmick is you, but at the same time, it's a separate part of you. So you should be able to compartmentalize and say, you know what, even though I like this type of music, my character doesn't have, like, your character shouldn't necessarily always be you.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
that music one's always a good one for me. Like, make sure, why is this your theme tune? I just like that song. Wrong. Like, that ain't a good reason.
Yeah.
Unless it's sort of song that your character, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure The Rock doesn't get in his Jeep and put on, if you smell, but that's what you need. Like, Stone Cold's not on his ranch listening to the glass break every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He probably wants some Willie Nelson. Do you know what I mean? On the road again. But we don't want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin come out to Willie Nelson's on the road again because, you know what I mean? Even though Steve Austin is Steve Austin, come on now, like let's work the business side in, which I think is handy when you've done business like yourself. Like it's easy to get those things. And look, I'm talking someone that's 36, failed at a lot, got a lot of life experience. Would I have listened to me at 22? No, I wouldn't have listened. You know what I mean? So you gotta let people make those mistakes before they start to pick it up and get it right.
Yeah, facts, man.
There's even sometimes when I'm training with people, it's like we'll be learning certain stuff and I'm quite realistic. Like I'm pretty athletic. I can do quite a bit. But then there's certain stuff that I can't do and I'm just like, you know what, as long as I know how to do it and I know the fundamentals around it and like I can base for it, I don't have to do everything. But then there's some people, they get so trigger happy. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm 7 foot, 300 pounds. I just learned how to drop kick. But you don't have to actually, like, it's not everything that you learn you have to do. Do you know what I mean? I think you need to be able to, like, wrestling's contextual. Do you know what I mean? So.
And explaining, like, if you go out there and hit that drop kick and people lose their mind, cool.
Yeah.
But if they don't, and you're like, yeah, but I did a good drop, but they don't, it should only be, do the crowd care? That's the only thing that should be of interest. Is like, my wrestlers that I watch, I go, you listen to the audience back there? Because they weren't giving you what you, like, they are live feedback. Yeah. You know what I mean? That you can learn from immediately. Like, I think as wrestlers, we are so attached to our creations too much so sometimes. But it takes chats like this, like, and we try and have this open dialogue. You know, I understand that I was fortunate to come from a background in TV and writing, so I understand characters, whereas if you never have, it's very hard.
It's very hard for you to,
So we try and do a lot of character stuff. That's why Gene does Gene Mondays. It's all character, because I think as British wrestlers generally, we aren't a talky, you know, most of the British wrestlers that have done well, they've been like solid wrestlers. They're not known for being like the ultimate talkers. Yeah. Even though William Regal's an amazing promo, like people would go to his incredible wrestling acumen probably. A bit more. But they're not like known as CM Punks and bloody Miz's and Jericho. So I think a lot of time within British wrestling, the talking, the character side is lost a lot. But I will say, you guys got some incredible characters at Hustle. And I said that all the time when I said so many. Like this, whatever you guys are doing is working real well. And I think that's why I was like, there's a little like, maybe I've made it up in my head. There's like a nice little bond between Hustle and PPW, which I was really proud to kind of like get together. There's always been people tell me like a North and South divide in wrestling, and I was really cool to like do our collabs and get the guys down. Both had the bad. They're just coming back from their knee injuries, right? What was the team called?
Oh, GN1.
GN1, yeah. Oh, they came down?
Yeah, just before. One of them had already done their leg, and then the other guy was like...
Liam just done... Yeah, Liam has done his leg.
It was like a week after they came down.
Carol after,
And then, obviously, we had
think you had Rocco.
Rocco,
yeah.
Romano, the Pride, right?
Yeah,
Lance Pride down. That's it's nice to be able to do that stuff. And Kemper came up, and Jet came up, and that stuff. I love that. That's the cool stuff. Being able to get people to places, and that's
we
the
got
cool
to go
stuff.
PPW, man.
When are you guys coming? You guys should come down for the show.
We're coming down for the show.
Are you coming down for it?
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
February.
Yeah, this month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I was like, I didn't want to say on camera if you weren't coming, but like, what is business time?
Yeah.
Book our tickets. We'll come.
Hell yes.
Yeah, we're coming, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get some.
You guys do a lot of collabs as well. Like you got a one that's coming up soon as well. It's the Banger Zone.
Yeah.
Banger Zone Wrestling.
Yeah. It's just another thing. Like what everyone told me, it couldn't be done. I was like, I want to do international collab shows, and was like, yeah, it's not really a thing. And I was like, nah, I'm not having that as an answer. So now,
So many doubters, man.
yeah, we just got to do it. So we've done, like, we've done Mexico, Italy, France with CACC, now Belgium.
Yeah.
And that's cool to be, and like we did the Atomic, still in the UK, but collab there. We've done Hustle. And they're like, to be able to send guys abroad, which is a huge wrestling goal for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is really important. I didn't want to just use people to be a vehicle to get myself over.
Yeah.
I could do that on my own thing.
Yeah.
So every time, even when we did this deal with BZW, and they wanted, and I get it, they wanted the upper guys. I was like, it has to be a mix. You have to take guys. You can have a Gene and a Joe, whoever it is.
Yeah.
But you have to take some of the guys that are coming up. How many wrestling companies is the guy that runs the company's the champion? It's just like, you can't. That just gets you nowhere. You don't grow a PPW or a Hustle thinking like that,
Yeah. People need to get reps as well. They need to get the experience.
So it's like every time we do an international show. So when we went to France, he wanted me and Will, and I think he wanted Joe or Gene as well. And I was like, me and Will will come, but then you need to have Alfie, because Alfie's killing it. And then I want you to bring Mo and Hamza, who are a tag team called NRG. Hamza's stepped out at the minute. So Mo Akhtar, who you'll meet, who's tremendous talent. So talented, so dedicated, but it was missing that, needed to get that next rep, and like that international CAC rep is enough to him to you like. So that was the trade-off, where it's like, we're not coming, like, it can't just be all of us top guys going anywhere, because then you guys just, it throws off the things. Everyone needs to know, if they come through our door, there's a chance that we try and share as many opportunities around as we can. So the deal with BZW is we'll do the collab show, but 4 of our guys, and not 4 guys you've already had. It's got to be 4 guys that you wouldn't already take. We got to give them a chance.
That's it.
Yeah, it's cool. And I think that's how we're able to grow, because I'd like to think, and mainly this is Liam, and the rest of the guys, they are so credible. People trust Kid Lycos and Gene and Will, and, because they're good guys that have got a good rep. And in wrestling, we need more of those. You know what I mean? You good guys. There's a lot. I know we made some changes in COVID, but there's still some. I'm not going to say it. There's bad guys around. Let's not lie about it. Like, we're doing our best, but there's some people out there that are still doing stuff the wrong way. And I said this today, Open PPW, wrestling deserves better, and wrestlers deserve better, man. They deserve more things like this, and more guys, doing stuff like what you guys are doing and what we're trying to do. Because it's been done the wrong way for
a very long time.
For a long time, yeah. Like, what do we do? Like, there's a whole other chat about this. There's no governing body and all that kind of stuff, and that's where it.
Do you think wrestling would be good with a governing body? Like, because obviously, football got FIFA, right? And basketball in America's got NBA. Do you reckon it'll be good if there was like a, I don't know,
so
or even boxing WBA?
They've got bare.
Super important, right? It's scary that anybody tomorrow, like, we got police checks, we've got a safeguarding team and all that kind of good stuff. We didn't have to. It's scary that anybody tomorrow can buy a wrestling ring and just go, cool, you teach contact sport and nobody asks any questions.
That's crazy.
Imagine if you got kids right there at school. I got a new teacher, and you went to the school. Who's the new teacher? Oh, just some dude outside who said he could teach history. We let him in. Why are we doing that? So why are we allowed? Now the problem is, and I feel actually somewhat qualified to speak on this, because I was a semi-professional skateboarder for many years before I was a wrestler, right?
You've lived many lives.
There you go.
A skateboarder, an actor, a writer.
Yeah, I was in.
Look at the size of the skateboard.
So,
size of the career.
There you go. Yeah. So, and the craziest thing,
the
craziest thing about skateboarding is, I watched it go through a governing body. When I got into it, it was 2000. It was Bam Margera. It was Jackass. It was all that good stuff, right? And then in about 2010, it started in Sheffield. People don't know this. The governing body was started by a businessman in Sheffield. Now, to try and make a very long story very short, if I can, he was then, whoever is the governing body for wrestling, right? Say it becomes us, we would have to go to every show in the country and either say, you do what we tell you or we're shutting you down. Right. And the guy who opened the skateboarding one became the most hated man in skateboarding. Because he then told skateboarders the rules. And skateboarders was all about like breaking the rules, right? Now, I will say, it wouldn't have been in the Olympics now if he'd not come along and done that. And it wouldn't be taught in schools. I used to get detention for taking my skateboard to school. Now it's taught in PE. That's cool. But it lost a lot of its cool edge. Yeah. But now it's in the Olympics, so it's a trade-off. Yeah. But he became... And now, 10 years on, people are starting to thank him. But it's going to... Whoever does it in wrestling will be a despised man. Because they're going to go to every school and shut them down. Because very few are going to pass. So all these, all the shows that aren't as up to standard and, don't have a first aid guy or don't have this or, have untrained work, you're going to give them a curriculum and say, you must do this. Now, in 20 years, that'll be really awesome. But the person that comes along and blows the game up like that,
they're going to be hated for a
will
while.
Be hated because you will take this thing that's got a lot of... And so people often say, you guys are the guys to be the governing body. No, we're not. We'd never wrestle ever again. Wants to be that sacrificial lamb. And like the guy who did it in skateboarding wasn't a skateboarder, he was a businessman. And so he could take that heat. But he didn't ever been allowed in a skate park ever. You know what I mean? It arguably needs it to protect people. What do you mean? Like we were just telling females, just get changed by the side of the ring. What do you mean? That's what we would do. Like, what do we?
I thought they're separate.
You know what I mean? It's like, and speaking out happened because awful people were not checked. Are allowed to just walk in. I wouldn't like my daughter, like I said, being taught by anybody anywhere that wasn't checked. So it's a whole. Who's going to be the guy that does that? Who's going to be the person? So the FA or the NBA or all that kind of stuff, right? There'll have been a time 100 years ago where whoever came up with that probably was, but we forgot about it now. But we need them rules. Someone will have gone, you do 5 points a game. Wrong. It's 3 points. It's one for a draw, and and they're the rules. And you either play along or you're not in our league. So you can only imagine. It's he or she not be named with the territories, right? Like kind of like being like, I'm doing this, and then we'll be like, whatever, mate. And then he went and.
But the question would be, how would this governing body actually make money to be a proper governing body?
Be funded.
Funded already,
By whom?
Because when you become a sport, so Skateboard England is funded by the government because you're recognised as a governing body, and then based on how much. So the reason the FA gets so much is football's so popular. There's a huge pot, and they go, football's mad popular, so they get that much money. Skateboarding was getting none, and then eventually it was like, hey, we're going to be in the Olympics and stuff. So then the government go, they allocate funding then for it to have a curriculum. But now there is, if you want to, there are people that could teach skateboarding in schools that couldn't do anything that I could do on a skateboard, but they've got a piece of paper that says they can teach it. And then every wrestling coach would have to go through that course, or they wouldn't be accredited, and then they'd be shut down. So,
would it be a thing where, like, if they do it, like Europe will have their governing body, like how they have it in football? You have UEFA, you have CONCACAF, you have all the countries and stuff. Would it be like? Do you reckon it'll be?
I think
FIFA. FIFA's like the main
overall, body, right? Yeah.
Oh, but UEFA,
I think FIFA, like similar like with FIFA will be the overall, and
the overall.
The rules will be different. They'll have different rules and regulations depending on.
Pretty much. So even acting, and that's why. And some wrestling shows I've been to, you've got representatives from not SAG, that's America. The British one, I've gone blank on whatever it is. I know, Screen Actors Guild America.
That's America. Oh, that is America shit.
But the UK one, and they're trying to come into shows, and they're trying to say, and this is another thing, if you have a governing body, you would then probably there have to be a set wage. You could not then pay. And it just, I'm not saying it's not the right thing to be done, but goddamn, that is craziness. Like it becomes equity. It's equity. That's the company. Equity.
Okay.
Yeah, and that means that if you're on a TV show, you aren't allowed to be paid less than equity minimum pay. Yeah. And it protects actors from... So the BBC can't go, hey, man, you really need it. We'll give you 50 quid. It can't. There's rules in place to stop all of that. So, it's a mad question.
Shake the game if that happens.
But what it would do is protect people, which arguably is what
should probably be the most important part.
Should be the most important, right?
injuries and all that sort of stuff, like stuff that happens backstage. Yeah, everyone be protected, man.
You can pay as a wrestler. Like I think Subculture Boys. I think Mark and Gav both pay into equity, which means that you get certain because it comes under performance, right? It's like, what is wrestling? Yeah. You know, is it a combat sport? Is it acting? Is it musical? It's kind of the red-headed stepchild, you know, to coin a phrase of like nobody. When you're trying to like set up insurance, there you go. I see cage fighting. There's no box. Yeah, everything's got a tick down box, right? There's no right. You know, so like, you know, even when I set the company up, it was like it's in the name Pursuit Pro Wrestling, but there's no
entertainment.
There's no So it's entertainment and sports facility. You know, you make it work and private tuition and 1-to-1, but there's no. There's a thing for football. We teach football. We teach boxing, but it's probably a great thing for boxing. Protected a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's crazy because in Mexico, their boxing council, wrestling will be underneath it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So in America, there's some states in America. Oh, man, I was over there recently in Manders. What a man, by the way! If you ever get Manders on, and Richard Holiday, another top guy.
Richard Holiday, he was at MLW for a bit.
Yeah, he was. He's a real good dude. Shout out to Richard Holiday. He's doing some incredible work.
He was at NXT over there as well.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I was doing extra work.
He people don't know, like he went through some real some bad illnesses, and people don't like. They knew what he'd overcome, and what I love about Richie, he doesn't make it a
thing.
Yeah, he commits to the, and I respect him so much. He's I hope he gets. He's always talking about getting his flowers, and he's someone that marketing with his signature move and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I was talking with those guys, and there's certain states where you have to have a wrestling license. And you can't run. So I think it might be. I think it's New York.
Yeah,
I think the reason that most places can't run New York is because they have to have.
Taz uploaded his wrestling license a couple years ago when he first started wrestling. He had like an actual picture in his wrestling license, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's actually a thing then."
Loki's got one as well.
Yeah,
Loki's got a wrestling license.
Yeah.
Loki.
He's spoken about it in an interview. He was
like for you to perform at certain states, you have to have a license.
Yeah,
they've all got different rules, like ambulance rules, and what you got to have.
Certain companies you're not alled to bleed. Like,
I heard about that. And they'll send guys out and they'll shut you down.
Yeah,
but again, like I get it. Like, why is wrestling? It's such a. You could talk about it for hours, right? Like it's and to have lived through it somewhere else, and it's really weird to imagine. I can see it, but it would take some guy to come along and be that guy.
Yeah. Like, I think if it was to happen here, I could probably maybe see them starting off with like a few wrestling companies. Maybe if they said, you know what, we're going to start off down south, or if we're going to do in the Midlands or up north, and then maybe as time goes on, it then becomes like a collection of different governing bodies that then become one. You know what I mean? But I think it would be nice. You know what I mean? But like you said, someone would have to take the heat for it, and you know they'll get hated for God knows how many years until it becomes a thing where now. But you know, BBC want to pick it up, or ITV want to pick it up, and then it gives chance for everybody to be on it.
And like you'll have a board of directors. There was a board of 12 directors, and I remember a man in skating. It was like, God, it was just poisonous. Like who was on there and who they shouldn't be, and that person shouldn't be speaking, and God, going through all that. Imagine there's no 12 right people in wrestling. Whoever we think the right 12 is, someone else is going to say, well, he should. What has he done? And you have to have that within governing bodies to make sure it's fair. You have to have all these different chairs. It becomes very official, right?
Yeah, legitimate.
Yeah, which I guess it has to be. Yeah. Governing bodies, right? Size. Size.
That's not it.
This is a sick hoodie, by the way. We're rocking here.
Lorenzo Verratti. Independent streetwear brand.
You guys are stylish. All three. I should have
got your t-shirt, man.
Your merch.
I'm sizing up over here. Let me size up over here.
Even to your socks.
Here we are.
Even to the socks as well.
These people wrestling. MJ's come up twice in this interview. Huh? Doing the black. Yeah. So this one here, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. Yeah, so nice. There's rules to size. Okay, there's 4 eyes. We did a whole thing on like, how many is it loads of S's? Is it loads of E? Like what is trying to spell this thing. I had to give it a law. So it's for the. I think I got the show. I'll rep everything.
Look at that.
Sideception's got another.
But the reason this has got so many eyes is because I'm having a new T-shirt done. When I do this, it's going to go across.
Okay.
The arm, from arm to arm, so I can say, look at the size of me, and it'll spell it. So here's just a little tester of how we're getting that done with the Drop Dead guys. So
I was even saying, I even like the whole inside out stuff, man. That's sick.
So this, I'm going to get heat for wearing this from Max from Drop Dead, because basically this is what I call bin treasure, right? So when they're printing all of our stuff, so that's like they'll be doing a PPD run that day, and they'll test my stuff, and they're supposed to bin this, and I go in the little bin box, and I take the bin check, and they're like, you can't have that, and I'm like, yeah, but I have to have it. So this is all printed inside like this unreleased stuff. Jeez. I'm gonna get so much heat for wearing this, but it's like
sick though.
It's one of then I get these one of ones, and people can love them. So yeah,
I think you should actually
print more.
Like that,
I'm not. So these are.
I know this thing, but you should say, bro, please
so,
let me sell this.
I have. It's just over there. I should have brought it over. I'm doing a run of varsity jackets, and every single one of them is different. So I just told them print size as many times as you want all over.
Yeah.
So then every single one of them's
one of one.
One of one.
Yeah.
And they've been flying out. So yeah, it's
Sick.
like
Jeez.
just want stuff to just be mad. Yeah, just having these guys that like wrestling. When you find someone that likes wrestling, they'll just go out of the way for it because they want it to be So yeah, I've been really it's a lot of goddamn size.
When we come down to Sheffield, I'll bring in one of our stuff.
Hell yeah, that's going on the wall. That's going on the wall. Yeah, we got a wall of shirts. So yeah,
sick.
Yeah.
I should have went today. What size? Size.
Yeah.
I'll bring it. Next time.
Yeah.
How did you even come up with the size? Give me.
I don't really know. So there is a guy called Alligator Chris. He's a naughty boy, but he's quite funny. But he used to do a thing where he'd say it differently. He'd go, look at the mass. And I think subconsciously, I just heard him saying it. I didn't choose to go, I'm going to take that. I started saying, look at the size. And people go, that's a little bit like Alligator Chris. So whether I was just saying it, but I have to give him a bit of credit. I think in the background, his look at my mass, and I used to go, I was pretty sick, I'd say that. He was out of wrestling at this point, and I think I used to flex and just go, I just say things like, oh, me big boy, and I do this, me big boy, say. And I think I started getting size in me, hey. And then people start saying, and as soon as I hear people click onto the word, I know we have something. And the good thing, and the reason, and again, I remember sitting down, chatting, okay, we're going to go with the size thing. Because I was doing weasel for I was shouting the word weasel for the first year. I was trying to get that over, and that people were kind of liking that. And the reason I went with size and decided to really hammer it home is because you want a catchphrase that can be said about anything. Yeah. So I could go, man, a big pillow, look at the size of it. And people go, size! And they connect, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's when I knew it was something, because, I don't want to bury anybody else's catchphrase, but a lot of stuff only belongs in the realm of wrestling. Like Michael Oku's the biggest G around, right? But I probably wouldn't be going, now we cushion. Whereas, you know what I mean? And it's sick. I love Now We Play. But I always wanted to get something that you could take out of wrestling. No offense, Crabman. I absolutely love you. You're the best. I'll beat you up again. But that's where I was trying to design it. So, dude, I'm not stopping until I find out that Triple H has been walking around saying, look at the goddamn size. It's very infectious. Yeah. So, Damo will write on my stuff, you know what I mean? And I see people, even when I went downstairs earlier, people, I don't say hello anymore. I'm like, size? How size? It's just infecting to the point. So Joe Hendry did right with, his song, and we believe, it was just so easy to remember and say it transcended wrestling. And what a genius. And I'm probably taking a lot of inspiration from his journey. Joe Hendry's a genius. He's not the greatest wrestler in the world in terms of his bumps. He'd say that all day long, right? But he's the man. He's the man. He gets it and he wins. Yeah. That's just the end of it. He wins. He does his choke slam thing, and he does his fall away slam, and he takes that huge paycheck and sells them t-shirts. So
it's safe to say that you wanted the catchphrase that's one size fits all.
There you are. There we go. Size. But no, but this is, to go back to it, this is absolutely a taste.
Nice.
And you want to wear stuff that you could wear anywhere. I want to wear so the size top is kind of universal. You could wear that. I'd like to think you could wear that. Whereas some wrestling tops then you could only be worn at a wrestling show.
And that's when we first dropped our wrestling tops, we made a Pinterest board, and we're like, we want to make streetwear that these wrestlers can wear, fans can wear, no fans, I won't call them fans, but people that we like, people that we're cool can wear, supporters can wear, and they'll be like, cool, I'm wearing a good quality wrestling t-shirt rather than wearing a good quality wrestling merch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we want to go down the streetwear area, and that's where we kind of. So when I saw that today, I was like, that looks sick, fam. I would wear that.
Yeah,
I would literally wear that.
It's again, it's just having good guys around and like having a little bit of an eye and keeping a good group of guys that just trying to. Yeah, just trying to.
I like the inside out look.
I think it should be a thing. Yeah. I think it should be a thing. I know that it's obviously like the ones that are not meant to be sold, but inside out tops might be in, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, even if you don't want backwards, like, you know, crisscross, like a jacket that's a crisscross jacket.
Yeah.
Do you remember crisscross back in the day? Inside out.
I embroidered today. One of the size ones is upside down. I just doing like upside down one. Yeah. One that's and like they've all got like this one. This one won't have it. They've got little bins in the back. Has it got one in the bin? They've got a little bin there.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of size, it's got a little bin, and I hide these little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Because I tell people get in the bin. So just these little things that make people like feel like they're getting. Like when we sold the merch and I put we sold the pizza tee. And I put it in a pizza box. If you ordered a shirt, you got it in a box. People went mental for that. Just because you ain't selling them a t-shirt, you're selling them an experience.
Yes.
So when I'm doing merch now, I didn't do merch for years. I was like, I ain't gonna do merch until I do it right, and then I'm fucking take over. So like, it's another show when you see me do the merch table. I'll rock paper scissors here for a t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just like whatever. Like, I don't sell vests. I'll bring paper scissors. I'll just cut it up in front of you. Like whatever. As much performance out of what we can do, and I'll just make up price. Maybe an offer, I'll say this, I had this on, or I'll sing and dance, whatever. Dude, it works. Like, people want their size all the time. I'm standing there and be like, I hope you enjoyed the performance of size tonight. They don't want that. Like, wrestling fans they kind of want it all the time, so. Yeah. And I'll give it more time, no worries. Let's go.
We'll be there, man. I'm looking forward to that. Before, obviously,
we're going to have a good time.
Another 12 minutes left, but I wanted
Damn,
to
this has flown by.
I know, bro.
I've talked too much. I'm sorry.
There's no point.
I've had a riot.
All for you, man. All for you. Obviously, I think there's one question I wanted to ask. Like, who's your top 5 wrestlers? Like, I think we always miss that question.
WCW, Sting.
Yes, it's got the WCW question as well.
WCW, Sting. The whole reason I do any of this is because of Sting. Sting turning his back in '96. That don't mean you won't see the Stinger from time to time. You stand by me, I'll stand by you. Man, that blew my... That promo, like Nitro 96, 97 is my life, man. 8 years old. Cartoon Network would finish at 9 o'clock. And TNT would come on.
WCW was on Cartoon Network.
No.
The fire logo.
Cartoon Network ended. It had a finish. It wasn't 24/7.
Yes.
So one channel would turn into another channel.
Cable.
I wasn't around.
So it's hard to explain because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So you'd have Cartoon Network from like 8 in the morning, and at 9 o'clock, Dexter's Laboratory would finish. Yeah. And then
the visual was scary though.
So it'll be on the same channel like 999 and then
just switch.
This is why you can't go back to the 1980s. Go a bit further down.
And WCW and I just could, like they're so amazing, like feelings, you know, like Lex Luger and Starrcade '97 is my favorite match of all time, and it's the worst thing in the world. Sting versus Hogan's a horrible match, but that formed.
The crowd were into it though.
That's the like he didn't wrestle for the Sting story. That's why I try and wrestle as little as possible. I'm at North on Friday and I'm singing. I'm singing Meatloaf.
Oh, you're singing G Money,
but I'm going to be Size Love, and I'm singing full. I'm singing G Money to the Ring. Yeah. I don't need to take a bump because like when I think back to them, like Sting didn't wrestle for 18 months. He didn't wrestle for 18 months, and they did the biggest business in the history of the 90s.
I think what's so sick about Sting as well is like seeing the transition from like the surfer
to
then the Crow, and then even like seeing like the face paint, like how minimal it was, and then just changing.
It shouldn't have worked. So like Sting's got to be number one,
and to still be over and not wrestle, ridiculous.
Yeah. So I'm saying like that's the people do. We always hear it, right? Everyone does too. Everybody does too much. We all do too much. And there's a guy there that made millions, and he was in the rafters and didn't do nothing. And that's rest. You know what I mean? That's the beauty. Yeah. Obviously, you couldn't watch the pay-per-views. They weren't on. So the pay-per-views didn't exist.
You didn't know this.
So how do you watch?
You just watched the Nitros.
Nitro, yeah.
But I wasn't ever too bothered because the wrestling was on the pay-per-views.
It was enough. Yeah.
It's the stories you get week to week, and then the pay-per-views is actually loads of wrestling, right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't supposed to. I just wanted to see the stories, the craziness, and the segments. So,
because when I went to when Sky came to UK, everything split off, and I remember they started to show WCW 2000 on Channel 5.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah.
It used to come after was it not Road Wars, but some
something like that. Yeah.
Shows. That's when I caught up with WCW then as well. By that time, then it was a complete different WCW. I was
kill. I can't.
It felt very.
That was Vince Russo's WCW.
Yeah, it felt very weird. Like I remember, I think NWO was still around
Yeah, but not real NWO.
NWO Silver.
Whatever. Yeah, 2000.
But Goldberg came when I saw Goldberg on
just
Channel 5.
At the end. Yeah, he was still there.
Yeah. I saw Booker T at Channel 5.
Booker T, sick. Yeah, 5-time. Yeah. Man, top 5 though.
Sky 1, you have WWE SmackDown, and
in the morning they play Velocity and stuff
Velocity,
like
that.
Afterburn.
Channel 4, we have
remember WWE Bottom Line?
Bottom line. Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, but yeah, WCW those years are just they're everything to me, So my favorite wrestler, they'd be so biased. It'd be, Sting's got to be number 1. Jericho, I mean, before 2018, before his WCW run, his 2000 run. He's up to about 2015-16, I thought was tremendous. I've not enjoyed the last 5 or 6 years, really. But so Jericho's probably up there. Punk's probably up there. Man, it's weird. I should have these as answers, but it's changed since I've become a wrestler,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because I respect so much. William Regal was never my guy, but now I'm in the game. God, I can go back and watch. I used to fast forward William Regal because when you're a kid, he isn't flashy, right? Now I can go back and watch him and Dean Malenko and him versus Eddie. Oh my God, I'm mind blown. You know what I mean? So
I think we pretty much said the same thing. Once we started wrestling training, our perspective of wrestling completely changed.
My love for I've always liked Bret Hart, but you watch him wrestle, you watch him throw a punch or a kick, or just do little things, and you go, "Good Lord!" Wrestling looks easy, right? Yeah. And you get in, and you're all spaghetti feet, and you go,
"You're running too fast."
And then you watch Bret move around a wrestling ring, and you're like, "Wow, now I understand."
Yeah.
So that changes an awful lot.
Even another guy was always used to talk about The Miz. Me and Del always talk about The Miz all the time because
incredible.
We never looked at The Miz as one of the greatest wrestlers or even our top 5, but we appreciate
how
he is in the ring and his work and that his character as well.
He's smart. Smart is he? Yeah. I was reading the other day he hadn't won a match in 2 years or something. Who cares?
He's still getting big.
Who fucking cares?
He's been hosting WrestleManias. He's showing up on SmackDown weekly now. He's
he wins. That's just it. Yeah, I mean, so
so I'll give it out to him. He's
what about you guys? You got an all timer?
Randy Savage,
Triple H.
Well, yeah. Can you give me a year? I have to be 97. Sting. You know what I mean?
Savage 90. 92. 91. 92.
Yeah, like
okay, 92,
yellow and orange, kind of hat with the thing, like SummerSlam 91.
Was that Randy Savage?
Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage, so 91 to 93. That's my favorite Randy Savage. Yeah.
Chris Jericho's my favorite all time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'd say from 96 ECW all the way upwards to, I'll say probably 2022.
Forever.
2023.
His run in WCW with the list and all that kind of stuff and the beard. The stuff with Ralphus,
yeah.
T-shirt going through the wrong doors and stuff like that.
Or was that the Bodyguard?
Yeah, the Bodyguard,
yeah.
Triple H from 2002.
This guy's a big Triple H.
Wow.
He loves Triple H.
Oh no, that's when he squashed old.
He just came back.
No, 2003 is when he squashed Booker, wasn't it? That was 2002 is him and Jericho.
Yeah.
Undisputed,
yeah.
Undisputed, yeah. I think I'm on to that. The Rock, probably in there. Kenny Omega, I love Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I like Kenny. You know, how can you not have the Rock? Like he's so. You know, you don't think about it, and then someone say a name like that, and I just have a million Rock promos in my head on like what he did and stuff. Try not to sometimes make it so obvious, but of course it's Stone Cold. Like, of course,
Stone Cold is.
You go and watch Stone Cold in '99, and again, you ever go watch Attitude Era matches? They're terrible. It's punch, kick, finish. Punch, kick, finish. Punch, kick, finish. Everything 6 minutes. Okay, the man, there's one, and it's like some SmackDown, and it's like Triple H and Bulldog are in the ring, and then like Kane comes down, and then like Rock comes down, and then Austin, and the pop just gets bigger. It's just insane. And they just it's like a spammy N64 random entry. Yeah. Run to the ring, punch, finish. Whoa, run to the ring. It's nothing. And they made all the money like
emotional investment.
And the thing is, top to bottom, no matter where you were on the card, like the crowd ate it up. Like you could be a Crash Holly, you could be the head thrashers, but people popped, and then you could be a Stone Cold, and people still popped. You know what I mean? So it's absolutely crazy.
Even I was watching there was a TikTok like someone made a TikTok promo sort of vignette thing, and they put Alex. Was it Alex Wright?
Oh
Berlin.
yeah.
So they got him dancing.
I can't do the dance like now, but
Like, they put like actual matches of the stuff like he's actually done in wrestling. I'm like, bro, this guy was actually sick.
yeah. No, Alex Ryan just goes fun and go out there and tear it up.
Yeah, we turned to Berlin.
And he was still young though. I think he was like 26, 27.
Berlin?
Yeah, it was Berlin, yeah. Because he started in WCW, I think around like 1920. A few years later, he done Best of Super Juniors, same year as
Yeah.
same year as Benoit. And then, WCW didn't really do too much with him, but he was excellent, yeah.
It's good. Him and the Wall.
The Wall. Yeah. Damn, Raven's Flock and all, yeah. When you come to PPW, you'll see, like, it's all WC. Like, my entranceway is me trying to recreate the Nitro entranceway. Dude, no one calls me out for this. All I did was rip off the Starcade logo for the PPW logo. Look at Starcade. The original one is 2 triangles. That's what the original because I was like, cool, Starcade 97. Like, no, I don't know why I don't get rinsed for that. I just rip that shit straight off. So
it's because they're out of business.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But like so much of it is me trying to recreate.
What he said, our original logo was based off Nitro.
Yeah?
Our original
Yeah.
Nitro, and that's SmackDown.
But yeah, okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
SmackDown, original SmackDown.
So all of my signs at PPW were corrugated because of the Nitro sign was corrugated fucking checker plate.
Yeah.
On the fire.
Oh, the fire, yes, yeah.
So that's what it's all. They used to have the Nitro sign hanging. So that our PPW sign is on corrugated metal because that's what it all is, right? And we got memorabilia cabinets and like we have so many. What we have at PPW is loads of members that are in like their 30s and 40s and 50s, which is we have quite an old. And I think again it's down to a lot of reasons how we run the business. But what we get a lot of is like my wife don't let me have these, and I know it's like I'm not allowed to have that my 1 of 1 Undertaker figure. I got a car boot sale for 50p. So everybody brings down their stuff, and we have like a full like little corner of memorabilia and little trinkets and stuff. And people bring stuff down, and they're like, it's been in my attic for years. I don't want to get rid of it, but like, can it live here? So like, that's cool that we have so many little bit like Nitro lunch boxes and like
that's dope.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a riot when you guys come out.
We'll come now.
What's your favorite wrestling game?
Favorite game?
Wrestling game.
It's revenge, innit? You know, I can't not.
WCW.
Because I'm stuck there. I live there. I can't get like your favorite wrestling game is just what you grew. It's nostalgia based, right? Like I play it now. I like just holding the cartridge.
Physical.
I just look at it.
Yeah.
I put it in and go, I'm taking out. I got a PS2, PS1 SmackDown memory card.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it probably didn't work, but it's cool, isn't it?
Cool,
You know what I mean? Look at that.
Yeah.
It's just all that stuff that takes you back. I'm like, as you get older, you're told not to have that. I'm like, fuck that.
No, keep it.
I got all that shit.
The price
man.
of everything, like all these old games, are going up
I
again.
get so much enjoyment out of it. So that's the coolest stuff. It's like having. We got so many weird little things, and man, you know. Are you gonna film? You got to film an episode when you come now.
No, we're gonna come. We're gonna film a tour, an episode. We done a tour in Philly that was sick, and we done a tour in Hustle as well. That's gonna come out soon.
Fuck yeah.
But we're gonna do PPW.
Because we got all the Kern up, sound nice. We got all these gimmicks. We're gonna VIP you guys. We're gonna have a good time.
We'll probably stay the day. Stay the day, sleep over, and after we'll do what a lot of stuff.
Hell yeah.
Let's start a riot.
It's funny because you've been saying this, like even now when I go to Smithy's, I have to go straight to the wrestling toys. I like them with the kids. I'm like, kids, we got away.
Even when I'm in B&M, I'll just go and grab protein shake and I just go watch.
There's no way I'm not going to the wrestling aisle in any toy shop. Like
even in the charity shop, I'm like,
looking for wrestling. All the time. In case I'm always like, man, like trying to find some gold, like a 1994 WWF board game. I'm always hoping I'll find that. You know, like some or like an old sticker, but with all the stickers in, all that kind of. That's what it's all about. That's one reason I go in charity shops.
My dad gave me. I went to my dad's house and he goes, "I've got a present for you in the room for the kids." I was like, "Oh, what is it?" I went to see it was like an old Ruthless Aggression stage and ring.
Jeez.
So I was like, Dad, I don't think you understand how much this cost. It's like £90 I think. I want to go and make it.
That boy for your kids.
It's for your kids. I was like, I get that, but I have to build it for them. I went home now, opened up the parts, looking at everything. Everything was broken. So I'm like, what am I gonna do this? But I've kept it though, just as you know, if I could find.
You can't get rid. You know, I got recently the big blue ring. I never had the big blue ring.
You never had it?
Never had it as a kid.
I had it.
But it came, you know, at a shop that knows in Sheffield that does video games, they get wrestling stuff. He got in touch and he was like, "This is coming. It's taking up a lot of space." Gave me a great deal. I took. It's got Jake the Snake with the snake, and like, now I get to it. And then what happens is people bringing in oh, I got this in a drawer, I got Tugboat, I got Earthquake, and then we got all. You guys are gonna love the little tricky stuff.
I love that
around.
shit, man. I love that stuff.
There's been. You got to tell me real quick because we didn't ever catch. So these. Well, how did you come into the fold? I want to know the end of the
He's a
story.
graphic designer at first.
So basically, one of our friends, he has his own podcast, 90s Baby, and he literally when he started, he gave our podcast a shout out. So then, because they were doing quite well, a lot of people that were into wrestling literally discovered us. So he was one of the people who DM'd us.
Literally.
Found out that he does graphic design, and was like, yeah, we might as well get you on board on the team. And then
I gave my price, so they get a response back.
Oh, sick, man.
But then we received
overprice yourself. That's sick. These guys weren't interested in paying that day.
But then he messaged me. He messaged me on like a different account, and there's Del Boy, and then he's got his music name. So I thought they were like twins or something. So like when I eventually came to meet them, I was like, oh, what's up, Del Boy? Is Le Suave here as well?
And it's the same guy.
Same guy.
Do you wrestling?
Do I wrestle?
You wrestling? Yeah.
Nah,
I wanted to though.
we've been trying to get him to wrestle.
When he can't keep it up, you wrestle. Oh, you know,
You got charisma. I can tell you in shape. Why you not wrestling?
Oh, this guy he trained me.
We've been trying to get him into the ring, but he's not.
Why?
I don't know, man.
He's an aura farmer. He doesn't want to fail. That's the problem.
What do you mean?
He doesn't want to fail.
No, it's good to fail.
No, but you don't want to fail.
But that's how you learn.
You want to look good.
I know I look good, but
you're too scared to fail. That's your problem.
I don't mind failing.
So come, okay. It's time to train them.
PPW. What size are you? What size shoes?
Oh, look.
Here we go.
10 or something.
I'll bring my boots.
Can you hear that noise?
What shoe size are you?
Yeah.
8.5.
So
yeah, my wrestling boots will fit you.
And then you were like big wrestler, and you realised all wrestling fans, and you were like, let's go.
Yeah, that's
literally. We realised we had so much in common, especially with me and Lloyd. Like we've got a lot in common.
They've got the same birthday.
Same birthday.
Same area.
We live in the same area.
You didn't know each other, passing ships.
No.
We went same
college,
but didn't know each other.
No.
So
Still
he's a couple years older than me.
I left, he came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
then what else is there?
I moved into his area, and I was like, "Oh shit, you live here too." Then
How did you guys meet? Sid, then how did that come about with Hustle? How's this?
That happened.
Give me the final piece.
This was just
one of our
I think
friends.
just before, even maybe just after COVID.
Yeah.
One of our friends had started training at Hustle.
Edmonton.
Yeah, in Edmonton, and then he messaged us. He was like, "Oh, you know the head trainer of Hustle? Like he loves your podcast."
That's
like,
sick, man.
Who's the head trainer? It was like Sid Scala. I'm like, wait, Sid Scala from NXT UK.
Yeah.
So then we're like, okay, we're a bit gassed because we're thinking, we're literally just starting out.
Yeah.
Someone in WWE listened to our podcast. That's pretty cool. And then we spoke with him. He was like, bro, like people in NXT UK would they loved like the essence of your podcast. It just seems it feels like a bar. It feels like just friends coming together and chatting.
He was reciting stuff on the podcast as well. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, like he was literally like a fan. So then when like we just chopped it up with him, spoke with him, and he said, you want to try to get you on board with hosting the Hustle shows.
You guys give such a vibe to the Hustle shows. You guys are able to give something that's not any. Let's just say what it is, right? Not a lot of wrestling shows are cool. We think they're cool because we like wrestling.
Yeah.
But to the outside world, whereas Hustle and what you guys are doing is cool. You managed to break that barrier to just being like, these guys are stylish. These guys are cool. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna get a quad VOD and sit down and watch this. And like, it is a lot of like what we're trying to do with PPW. Is like you're trying to be a brand that's not just wrestling, right? You're trying to just kind of like transcend it.
Culture, yeah.
And it's the first thing I said to Sid is like, you guys are offering a night out with cool guys that are like, so massive like kudos to you guys for just having a vibe. But you can't kind of teach, like you either got that or you haven't, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are hosting. You guys come out, you get the party started, and like. Yeah, there's you got a USP because who else doing that? Yeah, sick.
Got a USP.
That's why I was like, I have to come on and do this. You know what I mean? Because I
need
to
in the locker room was
awesome.
like, listen, we have to get you on.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. We have to get you on. And eventually,
especially when you had Koro on. I was like,
Kuro.
Well, give me a minute as well. Who you had on real quick recently?
So Kuro, we've had
Tate on.
Tate
on recently.
We've had one of our good friends, Elijah. I think
we had the Mirror a few months back as well.
Mirror. How cool.
That was a fun episode.
Mirror's super like.
I
did some business with the Mirror with Mike in North, and I realized with Mirror, her timing for performing
A1
is tremendous. Like, and there's a lot of things in wrestling where people blow the load, right? There'll be a bit, and it'll be like, no, not now. Yeah, but her timing. Like, we had a bit where I come to the outside and I shout size at her, and instead of her kind of like over egging it or whatever it is, she like sold it perfectly, knowing in 5 minutes we'd circle back and she'd get her moment. And I know it sounds so obvious, but we didn't have to say anything. We didn't get to plan much, but I just did the thing and I could read with her eye contact, like, wow, you know how to perform and how over they've got as a like another thing that maybe shouldn't have worked, but man, have they made that work.
Yes,
big Amira fan.
Yeah,
did it her way, right? Absolutely did it her way. Respect it. Yeah, Mike on?
Michael has been on so many times.
I think they're both coming back on sometime next month.
Sometime next month. Who else have we had? We had
last year we had Trent came on, Greg Burridge came on.
Man, how good's Trent, by the way? Smells,
bro.
Man, he smells nice.
Yeah.
Why you smell so nice,
and
Trent?
got a good beard as well. What is he putting in these beards?
Me and Trent,
perfect beard.
It can't be denied. We got two of the best hair in wrestling, and we need to have some kind of 2-year feud about that. Hair off. Now I respect him. He's a spicy man. But he ain't Jack Elvis over here. You know what I mean? And this is me taking my hoodie off 3 times. Like, it's not even fair. I didn't bring my hairspray. I should look at this on the 9.
It's the little strand that's coming through as well.
This ain't dyed. This ain't no wig. Do you know what I mean? I got some problems, but it ain't up here. So yeah, Trent's the man.
Obviously, Leon as well. We had Leon as well.
I'm glad.
Good, man.
And when Kuro came, he was with Ricky Sosa as well.
Ricky Sosa was there, yeah.
So Ricky Sosa came on for like 5 minutes, and then
bang,
2 weeks later, he became the most viral wrestler in the world.
yeah. Well, he's coming back. I think he's come back on.
Yeah, he should be coming back.
Man, Ricky is tall.
Big
boy, Ricky.
He reminds me of a football player. He looks like a football player.
Yeah.
If I didn't know he was wrestling, he looks like a football player. He looks like a French.
He could have walked out on the 2006 World Cup final for France. For France. Absolutely.
Yeah. Go on the pitch doing this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He's good. Him and Cora, man. Yeah, really holds down. And just good dudes, man. Like, see Cora at North. Like, he's just been on PPW and he's just a good dude, man. Like, talent and everything. Like, what kind of man are you? Especially at 36. I want to know, like, I want to shake a guy's hand and go, like, yeah, but is there anything else apart from just how good you are in the ring? And those two are just, you know what I mean? Like, good energy.
Solid guys.
Solid guys. Yeah, man. You guys have got some. You got a little sneak. Who's going to get one? You're going to talk to PPW.
Who have we got next? We've got Jack Lando.
He's
Joe Lando.
He's a
next
busy
week.
I said Jack Lando. Sorry, Joe Lando.
Joe Lando.
I missed Jack Lando.
You've got Joe Lando on next week.
Yeah.
I tell you, have a good chat with G Money. He'll. He's from up these parts.
He's from
He was MK. And,
oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, before he moved down to us, but he was a Greg Burridge guy. He was a
Burridge guy.
He was a Britannia. Before my
Lucha
time,
Britannia.
Would Green G Money?
No, get the hell out of here, man. We're talking about G Money.
G Money.
Progress that progress. And,
he's coming. Yeah.
Then we got confirmed today. We got Graps on film as well.
The Graps
on film. We met him.
He's a good man. He's spy like
He's
I
cool,
didn't spend a lot of time with Graps, man, recently.
Oh, yeah?
I just keep bumping into him. I've seen him in Holland. I see
He's
him
in
in France.
Belgium as well. Yeah, he's been around.
He came down and did Friday Night Pursuit. He shot the moonsault. Man, G Money's moonsault.
That moonsault, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a low blow. Like he'll go to one end of the ring, do a moon. It's like he'll do a moonsault and land. Yeah,
the diamond of a ring. So corner, not like side.
Like corner to corner.
Corner to corner.
He'll do runs. Yeah, he'll do runs. Does a moonsault.
Does a backflip, and you take it to the balls.
Mad. And
check it's on Instagram.
And he's dude. He's massive. In a good, like he's a big boy.
He's big.
Dude, G Money's the fucking man. Woof. Give me a fucking woof. I put up a clip today. You guys will see. 5 minutes before we went live, I just posted it of him doing this kick. He like runs up.
Oh, he runs up, steps on your leg, and then just like a spin kick. Yeah, it's crazy.
He takes HMD's chin off his damn dome. It's tasty.
For a big guy, he's got like a really incredible.
G Money's freak athlete, and obviously like Will Cruz. Good lord,
Will Cruz is excellent.
Will Cruz on another goddamn level. He's the viral man. He done so many viral clips.
I always see comments like, "Oh, I need to take this move," and I'm just like, Will Cruz, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, and you can't watch WWE or AW without seeing a Will Cruz. And like, it was so cool as now. Like, it was funny at first, but now we get like, I think it was Athena was tagging in, or like because then Kemp went over, and it's really cool that like they're watching our stuff and see like Swerve did a move recently, and like it's awesome. It become someone said, I didn't realize this. They were like, you've become a page Like I ain't got to move.
Like an index.
Like an index.
Index, yeah.
Like I'm looking for a finisher. Go to PPW and like cool.
They got something.
Like people like, are you annoyed? Like hell no, we're not annoyed. That's amazing. Like what are you talking
Where'd
about,
you get that
man?
move
Like
from? People don't-
yeah, it's awesome. And like people come to us now when they want to establish a move, because like if you do it on PPW and it does 500,000 views,
It's
whatever,
become
like,
registered.
It become, you've registered. Yeah, it's like registered.
I'd like to register.
Like Will doesn't mind because then if someone does his move, they're like people go, yeah, but we saw like
Shows you saw
become a
Walker,
thing. But he he's him and Noah and killing, and he's the best. I'm telling you, man, you guys are gonna have a riot when you come down.
We'll
'Cause
come
they're
there,
all-
yeah.
and we're gonna go to a place called Kurdistan where I take everybody.
Yeah.
You guys like to eat?
Yeah,
Kurdistan.
We're gonna have.
What food, like kebabs and that.
We can. Oh my
He's the king of
I'm
kebabs.
a kebab king.
He's the kebab king.
I'm a kebab king.
holy shit! Me and Will Crew, we take everybody. We get garlic sauce in our eyebrows.
Let's go, man. Let's
Bibs on.
go.
I take everybody.
Kebab. I know you got kebabs in Chef.
Mate, you ain't ready. You ain't ready.
I'll tell you the invention I had the other time. I had a kebab in a burger Like,
Kebab.
Kebab in a.
Yeah.
Kebab in the.
in a burger.
Yeah.
I don't get the burger bun, but the burger was inside the kebab as well.
So it's like burger bun, patty, kebab, and burger bun.
Food mayhem. Food, mate, you're gonna. Kurdistan gonna blow your dick off. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, mark my words, man. And when we're halfway through, me and Will Cruz hit them with the extra bread, please, and that's when they know. Now, I won't tell you no more, but just when I then bring somebody else, so like we took the OTT guys, we take Manders, and we take Holiday, we take Cheeseburger, and everyone's like, Cheeseburger will message me every time being like, man, I could keep thinking about Kurdistan. I'm like, it's when we've been, so we're going to go to Kurdistan and we're going to get super ill.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, what an episode, man. Nathan Black, man. That was sick.
Yeah, can we do all four of us do a size? Get a
Of
clip
course.
that? Yeah? A goddamn size!
Oh, where can they find you, bro? Where can they find you?
Nathan Black Comedy. It should be Nathan Black Size now. Maybe I have to
Nathan
switch
Black
that up.
Size. Yeah, you got
But yeah, for PPW and it's the usual places. Put my name in, put PPW in. We ain't hard to find. And if you're ever in Sheffield, pop by. Me and Will Cruz will probably be outside with the barbecue on or playing badminton in the car park or something. And we always got N64 with Revenge ready to go with 4 players. So we know what we're doing next Friday night.
Nice, we'll be there for sure. Before we leave, a few announcements. We just dropped a new show that's on our channel. It's called Take Wars. Members have got it now, but before this, by the time this video comes out, you guys probably have it as well to public. You guys check it out. I think we should film some Take Wars in PVW if you can as well.
Yeah, okay.
Do it all.
And Road to 2K is dropped as well. How many episodes we got left? You said 2, right?
Got 2 more. Two more episodes
Road
before the
to
game
2K.
comes out,
So
yeah.
you guys go check that out. And any more announcements before I go?
Hustle 5th of March.
March,
Yeah, Hustle 5th of March. Make sure you grab your tickets. Hustle Ambition 8th of March.
And it's a special guy's birthday March too. Make some noise, man.
Yeah.
Make some noise. This guy's birthday.
Black's birthday as well.
That's the birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
two
his
of
birthday,
two of our guys' birthdays. So
Just keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. And
keep boosting us, man.
These guys are the fucking best. Get some rest things in your damn veins.
I'm Sam Blacks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.